Going on, everybody? About to be doing some fish cleaning, trying to get everything set up out here under the old fish cleaning shed. So y'all give me just a second. Caught a good mess of fish last night. Y'all give me just a second. Let me get everything adjusted. I'm gonna show y'all some flathead catfish and some blues that we caught. Um, yeah, I don't go that high with everything, but I can go. Y'all give me just a second. Stand right there for me a minute. Let me get adjusted. And I need to turn this around, don't I? Or we're going to run it this way.
Most time you have it over here facing that
Are
way.
you going to have that set up where I can see, or?
I'm going to be over here.
Yeah.
Hello!
No, I mean, you don't understand what I'm saying. Do I need to turn the phone around, or just don't worry about it? I don't really. In case you leave, I need to be able to read comments. What I'm saying, are you going to have that set up for me?
I can.
Or do I need to turn the phone around where they can see the actual real? This way, everything's reversed. Image.
Hello, guys. Well, whenever we get to that point, we can change it.
Okay. It's a little higher than what I normally do. So, yeah, give me just a second. Try to get our camera stand set up. Y'all, we all over the place for a minute.
We are definitely all over the place. Y'all bear with us. I'm getting set up on my end, too.
I'm trying to get it to where.
Hello? Oh, and hit your little deal right there.
What, that?
Mm-hmm. Hit that. Now you want live chat. There we go. Hi. Hello.
What does that do? What'd that do?
It just keeps all of them. It won't pick through your comments.
Y'all can see I'm technologically challenged a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong one. Alright.
Hey guys. We're getting it all set up. Bear with us. We had a great weekend. Friday night we went to the Washita River, put out some bank poles. We had Opelousas bank poles with us, and we ended up having a great time. See? Crunchy, you made it. I saw your comment earlier. You were not going to make it.
Let me see here. Oh yeah, I mean that's fine as long as. Let me get right in the middle. Second.
You're going to be right there, and then we got somebody else headed over.
So how did I not get that squared up? I'm not seeing everything somehow. I got it zoomed. Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
Got it?
I don't know.
I think it'd be fine.
Hold your hands right there where I got a reference. Hold your hands on the side. Trying to square it all up. There we go. Perfect. Maybe. Alright. A little bit better. Right there. He said right there. Alright. Y'all can hear me okay? All that sound good? Alright, we got a bunch of flatheads. Y'all know I'm going to be washing off and all of that before I throw them up there on the cleaning table, so y'all bear with me just a second. Watch yourself, girl. Running a few minutes behind as usual. That's the story of my life, is running behind. Everybody that knows me knows if I tell them to be there a certain time, it's going to be about 15 to 30 minutes after that. So that's just,
Not for me.
that's just the way I roll. But so be it. That's the way life goes.
Yeah, we got another nasty haul. Joel and Hunter dropped that gate on a hog this morning, or yesterday evening. We went this morning and got that.
How did they know that already?
Joel's in there.
Oh. I was gonna say we hadn't posted nothing. I didn't think you had.
No, I need to post our shorts.
Yep. You'll have to do that behind the scenes once I'm dressing fish.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all hit on my bug
Y'all
repellent.
check that out. Flatheads. Hey, don't be spraying that around the fishes. What's wrong with you?
He just pulled it out at the wrong time.
4 flatheads. I'm gonna wash off a couple of them, get them up there on the table. Y'all check that out. Flatheads. Got the goodies coming to the table tonight. What is that big yellow?
Oh, wow.
I can't read who just did that, but appreciate y'all for sure.
On that.
We don't ever ask for any donations like that, but it's very much appreciated.
Yeah, Bradley would be late for everything. Yes, he would be.
Check that out right
He's
there,
not going to
y'all.
be late for supper either. Well, then again, he might.
Yeah, I'm late for supper sometimes.
Because he's got that phone connected to his ear. Most of the time, he's talking to a gentleman named Dirt.
Who is that? Mac, what am I missing? Mac McInnes?
Looks like it.
Mac McInnes. Big shout out, appreciate you. Yeah, we never ask for donations or anything like that. As YouTube content creators, which is what we are, took me a long time to accept the fact that we're YouTube content creators. But that said, that's what we are and that's what we do, right? Because we're constantly creating content for y'all to watch. We work off of views, right? YouTube, how this thing works. YouTube has advertisers come in. A lot of people don't know what I'm gonna explain that real quick. YouTube has advertisers come in and they agree. When you're seeing commercials on our videos, anybody's YouTube channel that you're seeing commercials on, that means they're getting paid by YouTube. We work for YouTube. We're employed by YouTube. We're under contract by YouTube, and that's why we can't put some stuff on there that people want to see, like for instance,
Be getting that home.
certain videos of animals and stuff like that. We got to be careful about putting on YouTube. But that said, anybody that does YouTube knows that the pay out the gate is little to nothing. So it's a lot of dedication to start a channel and run a channel like this. And to run a channel like ours, which is outdoors content, it's very expensive. And but the thing is, we record what we're doing anyways, what we've been doing for years. And that's why we don't.
Bye, Crunchy.
You see some people out there asking for money and stuff like that, and that's why we don't do that, because we're doing this anyways, whether we record or not. That said, we do spend a lot of money go out there shooting videos and stuff, so that's why I say it's still greatly appreciated. A lot of people don't, and we're not going to get into money figures and stuff like that. There's information out there you can Google, like what people make and stuff, and you'll see numbers all over the place, but the numbers are different for everybody, and that's the stuff they don't tell you, you know. The only people that really make very well with YouTube is the people that is performance based. So if you can't get the clicks, that's why the term clickbait is a thing, but if you can't get the clicks, if people don't click on your videos, you're not doing any good. And if you don't get them to watch them for long lengths of time, they're not any good. So you got to have decent content, you know. And that's where it comes in with us. Start to now, we try to improve the videos to get the quality of watch better for you guys, so you watch it longer. Try to trick y'all, you know, trick y'all into watching it longer. And
okay, so we have a question.
We're not tricking y'all. We're just
have you ever had
trying
a
to make it
catfish
watchable.
pull a bank pole out of the bank? Do they have to be a certain angle when you drive them into the bank?
I don't worry about certain angles on bank pulls because I drive mine in farther than most people. Ain't no way one's pulling mine out. That said, any downward angle they pull on the bank pole, you know, say the bank's right here and the pole's in there. If it's pulling downward, it's harder to pull that pole out because it's put that pole in a bind in that little hole of mud that it's in. That said, we fished with some guys last night, didn't put their poles in quite as far, basically shoved them in, hit them a couple times with a mallet, and they were in not as far as we put them, and one almost got pulled out. You know, but to each his own, and they're harder to. I kind of tend to, and Danielle vouch for this, I tend to go overboard with stuff. So I probably put mine in. I mean, sometimes I have problems pulling mine back out myself. A catfish sure ain't pulling it out.
So how many did we catch last night?
And the average catfish, by the way, we fished last night. We filmed a video with the Opelousas bank poles. I'll go ahead and tell y'all now because we already got 80-some people on here. The Opelousas bank poles, everybody knows they're one of our sponsors. They are back in stock. They just got some back in stock this week. I don't know if Mr. Dusty has put them back on his website or not. I wasn't fishing with him last night. I was fishing with his dad. So, but they do have some in stock right now. They're probably going to sell out real quick. Last year he sold a couple thousand in a matter of like 2 months. I think they're gonna have. I think he's got 1,000, and he had a back orders, like a log.
Yeah, he had several back
several hundred poles. I know there was a couple of people had done ordered like 50 a piece or 100 a piece or something. So I think this 1,000 bank poles are gonna go fast. If anybody is interested in those, we'll put the link up on the live. And you can go to our bio on the channel. Everybody knows we got the link tree. And Opelousas bank poles is in there in our sponsor section on our link tree. So if anybody is interested in those, I would highly recommend looking into it, contacting Mr. Dusty before they sell out, because right now he's in the process. He just got the poles in Thursday, I think. Yeah, he's in the process of making them up. He has to tie the line on and the hooks and weights and all that. He's in the process of doing all that.
That's why he didn't join us last night.
To fill the orders. That's why he didn't come last night fishing. The only poles we used last night was Opelousas bank poles. We put out 34 Opelousas bank poles and 2 limb lines. Just because sometimes you see a real good looking spot, I like to keep 3-4 limb lines with me. We put out 2 limb lines in a spot where they were too far from the bank, and we caught 1 flathead on one of the limb lines. One of them we didn't catch anything on. So we had 34. Let me get this straight. Yeah, we had 34 Opelousas bank poles out, and we caught 32 fish. We had 11 blue cat. Y'all gonna see some of the blue cat here in a few minutes. And we had 21 flatheads last night on the Ouachita River here in North Louisiana. So, look, and as far as all, y'all just keep them to yourself, because everybody always says, "Oh, you're catching all them fish, man. You're killing all them fish," and that's why y'all the reason we can't catch no fish. The only reason somebody can't, I go out here every week and catch fish. We go out here every week. It's our content. It's what we do. Before I started YouTube, guess what? We went out there every week and caught fish. We've been doing this. I've been doing this since I was 3 years old. I've been doing it 45 years. We ain't killing all the fish. If I was gonna kill all the fish, I'd have killed them 30 years ago. So there's plenty fish out there. We proved it last night, right here in the same waters that I run my hoop nets, that I've been killing all the fish in for years. Blah, 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 blah. There's some haters out there. We don't get a lot of hate, but
Yes, we do.
we get a little bit, you know.
But for all the hate we
But
get,
it's
the
not
best
really
comments from
it's
you
not
guys.
really so much hate. It's more jealousy. Like, people go out there and fish and they don't catch nothing, and then they're like, "Oh, we can't." Y'all are the reason. No, we're not the reason. They're the reason because they just ain't took the time to learn how to catch fish.
Oh, we get some comments.
So
But for every ugly comment about me and Bradley giving me weird looks, I mean, good Lord.
oh yeah, what was the comment? They said what?
There's some very ugly, ugly women out there.
Somebody got on and said I'd look at Danielle ugly ways or something. I don't.
That our marriage is not gonna make it.
Our marriage ain't gonna make it. Well, dadgum. I mean, if she runs me off now, at least I got,
Not like
what,
me.
26, 27 years out of you? Something like that. Good grief. My goodness.
We got Michael here.
I can boot.
You like my boots?
Got a pair I put on.
I mean, she's 40-something years old. It's about time to trade her in anyway, so.
For 220s.
Yeah, trade her in for 220s. It's about that time. Things like that happen, you know. Is what it is. She might trade me off. You never know. But yeah, we got
So how many fish did we catch?
32 fish last night.
Oh, yeah.
31 of them come off of Opelousas bank poles.
Yeah.
So we got our flatheads, we got our blues. Michael just showed up. He was with us last night for part of the night, and then he retired because he's a sleepyhead.
Everybody go to sleep by 3 o'clock.
We
See,
all left at
Just
that time.
normal people gotta sleep, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm the only one don't ever sleep. And I just got a phone call, or just talked to a fella here a little bit ago, and guess what? I'm on the road again tomorrow, headed on another trip. So you just never know. I'm gonna keep that one under my hat until we get back in and see if we get some video footage, what we get, and all that. Don't want to get everybody too excited, but it could be a good one. You never know. But it is gonna be fishing, and probably gonna be a little salt water involved. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know all the details, but yeah, it's gonna be a little adventure, I'm sure. All right, what they got? You ain't reading nothing to me.
You're talking.
I'm not talking now. I'm retired talking.
So let's see. We got quite a few people that have shown up. We got Joe. We got Bradley is work for 220s.
Probably.
Bradley wouldn't know what to do.
Probably. Who said that?
Richard.
220 more, 480.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley says
Yeah, Michael said I was wired for 480s, but that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work at all.
3 phase.
3-phase.
Where you want me to?
Jeez, I don't know.
Washington, Indiana in the house.
I need another cutting board. Is what I need.
Need a bigger table.
Yeah.
I can move this, slide this one over a little bit, and you just do it right there on the side. I could do that. Michael's over here. He's gonna be on the side, cutting up some.
Y'all haven't seen Chad in a while. He's supposed to show up.
So is there enough room there to just cut the?
I'm thinking Bradley is barely able to handle 140.
You gonna say hello to him, Michael? We got Michael over here on the side.
That would be
I'm leaving you some room here. He said, I'm good.
They know what I look like. You want to see me.
Oh, YouTube star over here.
Yeah, Chad's headed over, so.
Michael get on here. We probably have 480s on.
There you go.
All right. What y'all got? Y'all
I
gotta
think
have
this is
something.
an awesome channel. I gotta come fishing in that river. Come on, it's big enough for everybody.
Maybe sharp enough. Now my little
Fish,
skin
how
on
do you
there.
keep them separated to use the oldest first?
What do you mean use the oldest first? I don't know what you're.
Oh, like once we freeze it or something and we
I
put
think
it
y'all
up,
good
we
bucket
date
over
them.
here. Can you hand me one
We
of
date
them
our
old
bags.
buckets?
5 gallon bucket.
Yeah,
We'll put
yeah,
on there,
yeah.
if it's blue cat, we'll put like BC.
Well, that's the same thing. Like everybody, always asking like, what y'all do with all them fish? Well, Michael went fishing with us. A lot of people goes and helps us. That
We
don't
eat them.
that don't really get in the picture. Michael said we eat them, and that's what we do. I'm no longer. I chose for right now. I'm commercial licensed, and I chose for right now not to sell any fish because we really wasn't selling none no ways, and it becomes too big of a pain to fill out all the paperwork and stuff for the wildlife fisheries. So I've kind of opted out of that. We're still gonna go fishing because we eat fish all year long. We don't fish a lot during hunt season. We do some, but there's always people around us that, there's people that help kind of outside the scenes with some of the stuff we do, and we give them fish. It's like Mr. Joel, to go film this video, we had to go catch brim for bait, and Mr. Joel will give us access to some property that makes it a lot easier. We can access the water, but it's really hard to fish it without access to some certain property. He gives us access to some property, so we appreciate that, but guess what? I'm going to give him some flatheads, and he wants some flatheads. Michael went with us, helped us bait up and put poles in and take fish off and all that good stuff, so he's going to get some fish. And old Chad, he gonna swing by in a little bit and get some fish. He helps us a lot run the people that's in our group, our Facebook group. If y'all are on my Facebook, y'all can, I'm not sure how they can, I guess they can look up our group and send a request. It's God's Country Hunting and Fishing Bragging Board on Facebook.
Yep.
Chad basically runs that for me just because he's an admin. And even though he's got some little young daughters now, and he don't get in a lot of the films because they're playing softball and dance and all that kind of stuff. But from time to time, we still get together and do something. And he basically runs that Facebook group for me. Takes care of accepting all the new members and stuff. So yeah, if you want to be a part of that group, that's just basically a bragging board because YouTube doesn't allow y'all to put pictures in the comments. Facebook started doing that. I wish YouTube would do it too.
TikTok just started doing that.
TikTok just started it. But what we do in there is it's our group, God's Country Hunting and Fishing Bragging Board on Facebook. It's a private group. So I can't share that out to public. Once anybody comes in there, everything happens in there is private. We started it that way and just don't want to change it because there's already 700-800 members in there, maybe more by now, I'm not sure. But if you want to be in there, you can post your fishing pictures and stuff like that. It's everybody that's in there is welcome. Keep it clean, no cussing, all that stuff. Everything's good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back in the comments. So let's see. Still haven't seen where Mr. Mike was asking about how we keep the fish separated, but
Oh, the fish.
Paul.
Let me answer that real quick though first, Danielle. They asked about how we keep the fish separated. If you're talking about the dates, like we date our fish, and then when we freeze it on the Ziploc bags, and then we tend to try to cook like the earlier dates first. Fish like we put it in the freezer. If you trim the red line out and the fat out of your fish before you freeze it, that fish will be good in the freezer for almost a year, for 6 to 8 months without even changing taste.
Shoot, I've ate them up to a year.
Yeah, up to a year. I mean, it's not gonna hurt you, but after a year, you will go to it'll go to tasting different. So For anybody that thinks that, oh, like, man, I only like it fresh and all that. Well, we like it fresh too, you know, and certain fish will go to tasting funky quicker. And honestly, like white perch, crappie, sac-a-lait, if they're bigger ones, they'll go to getting a funny little taste, and it's because you're not trimming out that lateral line in it. But in the freezer, it'll go to getting a funky little taste if you don't eat it after about 6 months. Catfish last, to me, don't change taste longer in the freezer than like sac-a-lait and bream and stuff does.
These in that bowl.
So,
Oh, no, don't cut that up yet like that. Just cut these off and these,
Ribbit.
and that's it.
Well,
okay.
And then I've got ice in
we'll
here.
fry these.
Paul asked, did y'all have trouble getting your boat launched
we didn't wash
in the river? No, we
Oh, yeah.
where we put in,
Yeah, she's gonna
we
cook us
didn't
something for supper.
we didn't have any problems.
Go ahead and, since you did that, we'll go ahead and put these out separate. Yeah, just cut the slabs off, and I got
last
ice in the bottom of the
weekend to
swamp
this
box.
weekend, the
Just
river
stack them in
has
there for
dropped
now,
quite a
and then we'll
bit.
bring them back out and wash them all at the same time.
Let's see.
Danielle, you might have to run them in the
Mr. Bill said I want to mention that Bradley has convinced me to make a video for my YouTube channel that I didn't know I had.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
You know, Mr.
that's
Bill?
what- That's what my intention
You can do
was.
a lot dealing with your gardening.
Yeah, and Mr. Bill, it don't have to be fishing, you know, there's a lot of, you know,
How you garden?
the one thing I suggest I mean, we actually try to help people, give them suggestions and stuff on YouTube, like, if they want to do some videos and stuff. The one thing I suggest is do what you do normally. It's either going to be a hit, people are either going to watch it, or they're not going to watch it. But the one thing everybody that has a YouTube channel has the capability of doing is learn from each video you drop. And when you drop one, you got all your analytics you can look at, and you'll see like performance-based numbers in there. And if you're very good at looking at numbers and reading and telling what it's about, then you can figure out what works and what don't. And that's, you know, we're constantly changing the way we do things and ideas, trying to improve stuff to actually make those numbers click better. And that's something I really ain't got time to go over and talk about a lot of that. But you'll see all that in there. Like if you have a YouTube channel and you drop a video, I will say this, it's a lot of work goes into what we do. A lot of people try to think, oh man, they got a big YouTube channel, I'm going to do the same thing. And they go out there and they start a YouTube channel, and it's easy to get discouraged right out the gate. And some people just figure out they really ain't got time to actually do what we do. Most people around us have no desire, even like Michael. Most of these people have no desire to start a YouTube channel and run it because they know the amount of work that me and Danielle put into it. A lot of work. If you do it, start it out, do it just for fun, and it'll probably pan out better because then you can walk away from it, post whenever you want to. You got lots of different options there. So I'm going to get these off Michael and wash the table off and start over.
Paul, I told him that we're good at putting in at
Do
the
what?
river.
Do what now?
Because he asked about putting in on launching and putting in at the river. And he said, can y'all still launch there because remember, he's local. Can you still launch there if it gets down another foot or so?
I don't see why not. That was
This makes the
Paul.
room. Yeah.
I don't
No,
see
he's
why
local.
not. Yeah, I don't see why not.
This makes that room.
Another foot or so. What we do know about the Washita River, and this is, when we're talking about this is between Columbia and Felsenthal. Is between Columbia, Louisiana and Felsenthal, Louisiana. It's a 90-mile stretch of river. That's where we fish at here, close to the house. What I am going to say about it is, what I'm hearing is the Columbia locks and dam has some damage to it. They've tried to go in and repair it, and what I'm hearing is they're not able to get it repaired or haven't. They're sinking a lot of money into putting rock in the hole and stuff. It's damaged. And the word that we're hearing is they can't stop lowering the river. So I don't know what level it's gonna get down to in this area. It's gonna get lower than the normal pool stage. It's already nearly pool stage now,
Oh, you're local too.
and there's still a ton of current in it.
Actually, at Monroe, it's 3 feet
So
below.
the current in it means that we still letting water go through. And normally by now at this stage in the river, the current slowed up, right, because they shut it off at Felsenthal and Columbia, and they've slowed the flow down. But the flow is not slowing down. There's still a lot of current in it, and it's still falling. We filmed with Keith and Tara Saturday night,
That's what I was
and
telling
then we
them
filmed
this
again
morning.
last night, which was 6 nights later, and it had dropped 3 to 4 foot.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much longer. I mean, yeah, you can go and catch fish. There was people fishing and catching fish all over the river on
It was
rod and
pretty
reel and
busy last
everything.
night. It was pretty busy.
But what we don't know is we don't know what the river's gonna do. You can go fish it, yeah, and I don't know how long you'll be able to put in and all that. Where we put in here local to Monroe. I don't know. I don't know how far down all them ramps are gonna go. Y'all excuse me a minute, cleaning off the old cutting boards here.
We got
You got more questions?
Mr. Bill telling us, so definitely go and subscribe to Mr. Bill's channel to get his first video. He already said
Check
what he's
that
gonna
out.
put
Another
out.
flathead. Imagine that.
Let's see. Tom's in the house. Brenda's in the house.
Oh, and yeah, on the catfish, like I didn't even
Right.
keep all the catfish from last night, right? Because
Charlie's in the house.
Mr. Jeff was with us, and him and his buddy Wes, they were with us last night. They're gonna be in an upcoming video, and they took a bunch of catfish with them
Rusty's in the
back home.
house. Pat's in the house. Edward's in the
I
house.
tried to get them to take more than they took, and they wouldn't. So Michael come back up. He's taking some fish. Chad's getting some fish. Everybody's eating fish tonight.
We're eating fish tonight. Oakley, she's standing behind the camera. She's looking at me.
She's just
like,
waiting on crumbs to
You're
draw.
eating meat fish tonight.
Yeah, she
She
eats
said,
it
"I'm
raw and
not
everything.
welcome. That's a little wild thing. All of y'all stop. Okay.
Danielle,
So,
you want to tell them about it? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Paul says, do you think, have you heard if they are even planning to fix the dam? 2 years in a row, this is taking a toll on me. Remember, he's local.
Yeah, I have. That's Paul. He's from Sterlington, right?
Yeah.
I think he's from Sterlington.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul. I don't know. If you find out, let us know. I have not talked to the Corps of Engineers about this. I probably should. I normally go down and buy the pass every year and talk to those guys down there at Second. But I normally buy the annual pass to put in at the boat ramps and all. It's just easier than filling out paperwork and stuff. I hate doing that mess. But yeah, I'm not watching the second line. I'm not real sure what is going on. Maybe I should call them and ask them. It affects us too, 100%. A lot of our fishing holes, you
Yeah,
know,
with salt
are
pierced.
good when it's falling. So a lot of our fishing holes, you know, are good for only 3 or 4 days. And this year and last year, the way it's falling so fast, our fishing holes are only good for like 1 day. And if I had to work those days, then I miss that opportunity to go in there and fish some of them spots that we're normally catching fish on. Can y'all hear me over everything fine?
Yes, they can hear you. That's fine. I gotta ask questions, and
If
I don't
any-
like interrupting them.
If anything's ever wrong with the picture quality or the sound or anything like that, y'all be sure to tell us.
And if I don't get to your question, it's because Bradley's talking and I don't want to sit there and interrupt him too many times. Get him on a rabbit trail.
All they got with
Okay,
you is a voice. They don't get to see your smiling face.
No, I'm over here. They're seeing me. So, a mullet. Pat asked, what is a mullet?
A mullet?
Yeah. I heard a door.
Mullet is
That's good, huh?
how did mullet come up in our conversation?
We
Mullet,
got all kinds of
Saltwater
questions.
fish.
mullet saltwater. That's down south. A mullet is kind of like a bottom feeder. I'm not like an expert on
Ever
mullet.
said a bait
Oh my
fish?
bad.
I
I
was
said
skiing
what?
off mine.
Said a bait fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good bait. I think Keith and Tara. Well, I know Keith and Tara did a video.
That's probably where they got it from.
They did a video last week on cast netting and eating mullet, and they just people eat mullet, smoke mullet and stuff, but they said the mullet were terrible. I've eaten them before and they were okay, but you know,
Yeah, they tried that.
we got more people, more personalities showing up.
So
Ain't no personality here.
Noah
Oh,
can
no,
sit over
you're-
here in my spot and he can read y'all's questions.
You're too deep in. You married into the YouTube family.
Open. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Where we going,
so
Noel?
hello from Baton Rouge.
Same old, same old.
More fish cleaners. Who is that from Baton Rouge?
K and S.
Are they new?
I like the haircut thing. This
If
a
y'all
lady
if
put
y'all
on there,
are
a mullet
new,
is bait fish her haircut.
if y'all are new to the channel and y'all
They're talking
find
smack
us
about
through
mullets.
a live or some other
Talking
way,
smack about my kid.
I say this in a lot of the lives.
Our
Y'all be
grandbaby has a mullet.
y'all can't hear me over Danielle talking back here. If y'all are new to the channel, y'all be sure to tell us if y'all found us on this live or how y'all found the channel. I like to hear how y'all found the channel.
Janice is from Tennessee, and she said, "Where do y'all put all that fish?" And
bet
then said, "If you ever run out of space, just let me know."
That was Janice from Tennessee. Ask about where we put what we do with all the fish.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. All the fish gets
That's got
ate,
the reel
Janice.
out of it.
Oakley, stop.
There's the real stock.
All the
Yeah.
fish gets ate, 100%. We got family members, we got growing babies, we got friends and
Stay up all night with them.
friends and people that help us that get fish. Michael's went with us, helped
Got
us
back here about what?
film and stuff last night, and then
Hey, Booger.
Mr. Jeff and his buddy Wes
He
was with
mentioned
us
that
last
he was
night.
doing this
They took some
Friday
fish.
night. I was like,
So none of
don't
our
think I'm
bunch
gonna be
goes
up all
fish
night long.
hungry. That's the fringe benefits of them
Yeah,
being
really
friends
good
and
too.
family with me.
Wouldn't be.
They get the benefit from fresh fish.
I'm gonna wake up at 2:30 Friday morning.
Cook a lot too, like at
Oh, that's
hunting
a little
camp. We got
Good boy.
our hunting camp's got
You done
20
got mobile since last time.
26, 27 members in our hunting camp, and we'll have fish fries and stuff during hunting season. So that's what we do
I'm loving.
this time of the year, is stock the freezers for the winter time.
I'm loving Jennifer's comment on here. Somebody asked about a mullet, and she said a
What's
mullet
up,
could be
buddy?
a fish or a haircut.
Hey,
Our grandbaby has a mullet.
what's up?
Like he just
Hey,
woke up.
Booger.
He did.
What's up?
He
You see
ain't
the fishies?
hardly took a
Talking
nap
to
today.
Miles, my grandson over here, y'all.
He loves fishies.
His mama wouldn't let him sleep. He tried to put him after a nap and she opened his cage.
He just woke up.
Janice.
Yeah, he slept on the way over here.
Yeah, he's still staggering. That's the way I do when I just wake up. I'm staggering
Thought
around.
that part of getting old.
Look, he's yawning. he's trying to figure it all out. What are y'all
Got
doing?
South
Why,
Carolina in
why is
the
Papa
house.
talking loud? That's probably. Why is he talking loud?
I think I'll trade places with Noah. He can come over here and y'all can interchange him.
I don't know about that.
He can read y'all's comments.
I think you're doing a fine job.
No, I got somebody to see.
Hang out with them.
Appreciate everybody that's got on. We've seen up to 135 people on here at one time so far. I know it's Saturday. I know people are out and about doing stuff. We always tend to do this about supper time. People's eating
St. Bernard
supper and going out to eat. A lot of people come back, oh, we missed the live, and they get to watch it later, and that's fine. But either way, we appreciate everybody getting on the live and entertaining us, because that's pretty much what way it goes. We're not entertaining y'all, y'all entertain us.
Southwest Missouri.
At least Michael, he gets a kick out of all y'all.
Bradley, do you fish flat traps like hoop nets or wire nets?
Yes, we do fish flat traps from time to time. The thing with flat
Do you
traps,
fish them like you do the hoop nets and wire nets?
similar, but I don't like to fish flat traps in a lot of current. I don't think you're going to do as good. So there's that, and slat traps. Slat traps fish real similar to wire nets, right? You can hang them anywhere, I mean, and you're catching the same species. You're targeting like channel cats or blues. So if you're fishing slat traps, you can actually fish wire nets the same way or vice versa. Yep, I got that one.
And you can read it.
So slat traps, wire nets, it's pick your poison and roll with it, because either one of them you can catch channel cats or blues in. Both of them you're going to have to bait for them to catch, and they just fish real similar. That's the two that go together. So a lot of people used to fish flat traps. We didn't even know what wire nets was, and then they kind of come up with them, and they've kind of taken over now because they're a lot lighter, easier to haul in the boat. They don't rot per se, but they will wear out. So slat traps will wear out too. The fingers in the throats will bust out of them. You have to replace them. Wire nets are probably just all around easier. So some people still like fishing old school slat traps. You got Redbeard on TikTok and YouTube and stuff. He's just a slat trap guy. You got some locals here in Louisiana. I think Mr. Kenny Coates on Facebook. Talked with him about getting some cheese from him here in maybe a few weeks or something, but probably gonna run down and visit him. Think he's down around Columbia, Louisiana. He builds slat traps. There's not a lot of slat trap builders anymore here in Louisiana. That's almost a thing of the past. So I know he's building them right now, and selling cheese. Columbia, Louisiana. You can look him up on Facebook. I'm sure he probably appreciates a shout out. Like I said, for the people that people that just joined, if you just joined, surely before you clicked on the video, you seen the thumbnail. We had a lot of fish in the thumbnail. That was just the flatheads we caught. We actually caught 21 flatheads, 11 blues last night, and caught them all except for one. We caught on limb line. All 31 of the other fish was caught on Opelousas bank poles. Y'all can check them out in our link tree, or you can look them up, opelousasbankpoles.com. If you do go on there and talk to them or buy bank poles from them or anything else, tell them you found them through our channel. You know, that shows them y'all got some traffic from them. They do have, just got some in this week. They were sold out, and they will have a limited supply. They only have 1,000, so once they're gone, we're not sure. There's some things in the future with those bank poles that we're not sure about, you know, like, and also like it doesn't, he's not gonna get any more overnight. Like,
Yes, Brent. We've had the Jester boys come down here.
who,
well-
Brent Reeves on there?
Just one.
Yep, we had one, the Jester boy.
So,
The one and only Jeff Jester, Mr. Brent.
Yep. Okay, couple of questions real quick. Then I'm going to try to see if somebody else has some of these questions, because I have my favorite person here.
Go check them out. More flatheads coming on the
So,
table.
how come blue cats will not go into a trap/net if there's a flathead in it?
Because, you know, Mr. Jimmy, Hickman, that was said in that video, and he is more the knowledgeable person on blue cats than I am. And the reason being because my whole life I've targeted these fellas right here. But he is way, and I catch a lot of blues, we do, but we're actually most of the time fishing for flatheads. He said that in one of our videos. Very true. We caught a 45-pound flathead last year, had a 5-pound blue cat in its belly. So I'm not so sure that, like, if one this size, a 4 or 5 pounder goes in, that those blues are just scared to death of him. But I do know if a big flathead 30-40 pounder goes in one of them hoop nets, them blue cats are done. Like, I mean, it's like if there was a monster that eat people, you probably wouldn't want to go wherever the monster's at. And that's the way all the other fish look at flatheads. These things are the apex predator of freshwater. They eat everything else. They're feared by all the other fish, the brim, the crappie, sockeye, white perch, the bass. All of those fish get ate by these critters. That's why we're catching them, removing these bad guys from the water, because they eat up all y'all's other fish. Just kidding about that, but kind of, sort of. They do eat all the other fish. If you put, and it's also been said, if you put a flathead in your pond, you just messed up, because you won't have nothing else left. He will gobble up. Like, one flathead will just gobble up all your brim and stuff in your pond. So you gotta be careful about that. This one right here actually has a brim in its belly. Y'all check that out.
Oh, wow.
We'll check in just a second, but I bet that brim has a hook mark in its belly. See, y'all look, we're talking, what, probably 6 pounds, 7 pounds? 6, 7 pound flathead has a hand-sized bluegill in its belly, or brim in its belly. I bet that's one of our brim that he got caught eating. And that's what you catch them on, you know.
What is it? What is a good? Hold on, my comments me. What is a good catfish trap to fish from pier, like a pier?
Definitely wire net. That's what I recommend. If it's legal in your state, or if you're in Louisiana, wire nets. Come to DD. He's scared. You got cords and stuff straight around him. What's up, buddy? What's up? He's like, don't know what's going on. Yeah, slat trap or a wire net, either one, if it's legal in your state or in your lake. That's what I would recommend putting from a pier. 151 people on here. Appreciate y'all joining the live.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely I want to thank Mr. Bill. Sometimes we miss the questions. And Bradley get on one question and start talking, and it goes away. So then Mr. Bill kind of repeats it for me, so it'll stay right there.
Y'all tell your buddies to jump on the live real quick. Let's get this thing up over 200. We ain't never had, I don't think we've ever hit 200. We're at 160 now, and I know I've seen 160 before. But that's a pretty good live for us, 160 people at one time. Now, a lot of people will come back later and watch it. Most of these lives, dressing fish, will end up getting 3,000 or 4,000, 5,000 views before it's over with.
So, do you keep or display any antique fishing equipment?
Do I keep or display any? I am not a collector of antique fishing equipment. I do have some in the house, some old, I don't know, they gotta be from the 50s or 60s. Like, I got a rod and an old reel in there that is just really old. I'm not even sure. They were like my granddaddy's or something. But he was born in 1910, so I'm not sure what era those reels are from and that rod. They're pretty old though. They're not wooden. The rod is fiberglass. The reel is pretty cool looking though. I'm not a collector per se. I just
Got family heirlooms.
Yeah, just family heirlooms. I got a couple of old baits that like some family members made, bass baits and stuff. So I got some of that kind of stuff in the corner on the shelf.
We have a slack trap that your dad made.
Yeah, we got a little slack trap. You should go get that.
And Dylan
Where is
actually
that?
put it in one of his
Where is that slack
history
trap?
projects at a history fair.
Is that slack trap in the corner? It's either at the, it may be on the mantle. It's near the
No, it's in
fireplace.
I think it's in the corner.
By the front
Maybe in the
door.
corner.
His dad made that, and Dylan actually used
If there's
it.
that old reel, Noah, if you see that little, it's
About the corner by the front door.
yeah, I think there's a reel. Bring that little reel. We'll show them that. Maybe somebody will know like when it was made.
Okay, let me see if I can see.
Yeah, we'll show y'all a couple, do a little show and tell on a couple cool things. Like left a
Yes,
little bit
Mr. Bill, I have to give him special attention.
of, who? Miles or me?
Miles. Bradley gets all my attention, like 99.9% of it.
She's lying.
He used to until this one came along.
Yeah, Miles took my spot. Not
Hey
really.
Taylor, what's up? You're in our live stream. You made it just in time. We're
Taylor
in
Bernard's on there.
here. Yep.
What's going on, Taylor? Appreciate you, Taylor. Taylor watches all of our videos and stuff. 177 people.
Yep.
Y'all get us 23 more.
Cypress Creek Outdoors. Hey y'all, another big mess
Tell
of
your
fish.
buddies to jump on the live. They'll get to
That's
see
just
some more fish
something
get
built
from
back in the 50s and 60s. It's rusty. 177 on. Edward said, is that the fiberglass that looks like it's wooden?
what's that on the rods he's talking about?
I think so.
I'm not sure on that.
Oliver
Let y'all see a
Hyperpet
couple
says,
things
be sure
Noah's
to
got
enjoy y'all's
coming.
channels. Those cats are
See the
beautiful,
reel
but
first.
the baby is adorable.
Fluger.
Fluger?
He has a
Akron.
mullet
It
Fluger
says on
what?
the- On the real side, on the handle side,
handle side.
on that plate. Fluger Akron.
Fluger Akron. Show them that right in front of the. Just kind of put it right there in front where they can see that. Maybe somebody can tell us like what area that's from. Y'all date that for us. I don't know. It's got to at least be back to the 70s, 60s. Fluger Akron is what it is.
Is he?
I don't know if that'll focus on that.
I know some of y'all seen one of them before. Y'all might not want to tell us how old y'all are, but I know y'all seen it. Probably used it. Fluger Akron.
I see Mama.
That was my granddaddy's.
Number 1893, made in USA.
It's the year it's made, 1893.
It says number 1893. I don't know.
It might have been like
Like
invented in
when it is
1893, but I
invented,
don't imagine it was made in 1983.
That's an old
1893.
reel, is what some are saying.
Yeah, it's old. And it doesn't have like I
Hello
can't really
from the
find
Gulf
like a way you can
America.
release and cast it. You know, you gotta like
Welcome.
feed it out or something. Like
Bring it
it's
down,
pretty
Noah.
weird.
Bring it down.
It was made in 1924.
1924.
Well, that's shrimp net. All right, let's show
First
them these.
model of the
There you go.
Akron
You were in
series.
Go check that out. Monster catfish slat. Let me see right here.
Miles is
Monster
taking-
catfish slat trap. Yeah, check that out. Catfish trap.
Show the business side.
Look at that.
Razorback snares here from Tennessee. Love y'all's channel. Thank you. My husband had one of those. My son got it after his dad passed away.
Check that out. Take that little. Take the.
Still using my Mitchell spinning reels
So you
from
can see
the
the inside.
50s and 60s. Almost every
Probably some
day.
people in here ain't never seen a slap trap. So this is a model that my dad made years ago. He's passed on now, but I get cool little stuff like this that he made to remember him by. Y'all can see one of the throat fingers. I don't really want to replace that. Leave it like it is. One of the throat fingers,
Bradley, is this
busted
water
out.
cup?
but that's a catfish trap, wooden, like a model of a slat trap. You would want your cheese on a big one. Move that a second.
Which is shrimp.
On a big one, you would want to pack your cheese in here under this second throat and rub cheese on these throat fingers and stuff. But on a big one, I would put like half a 5-gallon bucket to a whole 5-gallon bucket of cheese under here. A lot of people put them little bait bags and stuff. Fish only go in as long as they got food. If the little bait bag ain't really dispersing cheese, they quit going in. You won't catch as much. Now, if you don't want to catch a lot of fish, the bait bags are fine. But if you want to catch, max them out, catch a lot of fish, if you get one of these wooden traps, you want your cheese up under this throat.
That's a squirrel.
That way them fish are feeding up in there, go in, and they smelling that cheese under them fingers, and they'll go on in. As long as it's got cheese in it, they're still coming until they pack that thing to where you can't put another fish in it. If you get it in the right location and get it in the fish. So that's a real replica of, if you hadn't seen our flat trap building videos, I did a series.
Mr. Bill actually just brought that up.
Yeah, I did a series. It was 3 parts. And my goal in that series was to make things like that survive. I actually did not think they would pull very many views. They actually pulled a lot more views than I thought. I do things like the hoot net and that, so those survive. And I think we probably put some flat trap builders and net builders in business. You know, those guys start making nets, and that was the goal of the video, was a lot of those people are dying off. And the younger guys ain't doing it no more. And, you know, we had a few people pick up some of those, and they're starting to build that stuff, and it kind of keeps this type fishing going.
Oh,
You don't remember me, boy?
where's Mr. Michael?
So we got 170 plus
Fish.
big fish.
Fish.
171.
171. We need a few more to hit
That's a squirrel.
200, y'all. Y'all tell your wives to jump
No
on the
fish?
live.
Fish. We got quite
Every
a few
phone or
ladies on
TV
here.
counts. Y'all check him out. Mr. Flathead. Look at there.
Okay, pull it up on your phone so you can watch.
Trying to get to all the questions and comments, y'all.
We are. We got Kentucky in the house. We got Tennessee in the house. We got Georgia in the house. Hello to everybody.
All right. 180 people, y'all. Appreciate y'all. 20 more.
Awesome.
This crew I got, y'all. That's perfect eater right there, y'all. Oh, let me get that big one out.
Good you in the
That's fine.
house.
Let's do it that way.
I'm trying to give you room to work.
I had a thought. I was finna say something. Oh,
I like the flat trap and hoop net videos, even though we can't use them in Texas, can end up being a good knowledge.
while something's on my mind, I'm gonna run something by y'all. Y'all the viewers, so y'all the ones that had to answer this. I'm gonna tell them about the opportunity yesterday and just see how many people would have been interested in something like that. Alright, so one, I'll give them a shout out. They are having a gar and catfish rodeo in West Monroe, Louisiana, August the
28th,
28th,
29th, and 30th.
29th and 30th. Catfish, I think, can be caught like any method. Maybe they're going to have some different classifications or something. I'm not sure exactly all the rules and regulations, but we got a phone call yesterday from the people heading up the event, wanting to know if we'd be interested in coming down, setting up a booth and doing like a meet and greet for people. Put our merchandise out there if people wanted to buy them, bring some more people in on our booth, and just have a good old time at the Expo Center in West Monroe. Unfortunately, we already had other plans that I can't change on those dates. So it kind of snuck up on us. We probably would have liked to do something like that, but we're not going to be able to this year. Y'all let me know what y'all think on something like that. If anybody would have showed up. I know a lot of people's not local, and nor would we expect people to drive long distances to do something like that. But if y'all are local or in Louisiana, y'all let us know if that's something that y'all would be interested in the future. Like if we did something like that at like a, and it's gonna be an expo too. It's like a boat and outdoors or a outdoors expo. It's gonna be a bunch of boat dealers and pretty big deal. I think some. I don't want to say the names. I'm not sure if I can get in trouble on live or not for that. But it's gonna be some big time YouTube TV personalities and stuff there at that. So I do appreciate them offering the opportunity. But y'all let us know it's something, because we've talked about it since then. Even since I told them we couldn't, to see if there was any kind of a way, and I don't think this year there is. But y'all let us know in this live, is that something anybody be interested in, you know? If we don't get a lot of feedback, like from people interested in doing something like that or coming out giving us a holler at one of those events, there's not really a lot of need in us doing it.
Want to drink water?
Anyway, throw that out there. Let's get back to the fish. But y'all can leave that in the comment section.
Texas Tim says, limb line back in the day with brim, lots of fun and good eats. Great channel.
Oh yeah.
Rusty says, I believe we will take a road trip to Hooters pretty soon. We got some block cheese.
Oh, they do have the block cheese and wire nets and all that at Cooters and Farmerville. Honey Hole, West Monroe. I think Honey Hole is going to be a pretty big part of the Gar and Catfish Rodeo, the expo and all that. They got a big part in that. I know they're
from Arkansas.
I know they're involved in it.
Alabama.
We also don't want something like that to take away from us actually being out there making y'all new content to watch either. So that's just some things that me and Daniel's been talking about the last couple of days. We ain't never really thought much on stuff like that ever happening for us.
Ron and Vicky in the house from Smithfield, Texas. Anthony.
I know Michael can't wait to do a meet and greet.
He's gonna ride shotgun.
Noah would probably help. He'd probably be there.
No, I gotta work that day.
You gotta work that day?
Sure.
You don't work on Saturdays?
I do that one.
He said I might
So
need to
one
wash my
Saturday a
hair.
year.
Noah was all in net fishing until I worked him down and was caught like 2,000 pounds of buffalo. He ain't been back since. Like quit hanging out with me.
California.
Just
Never
come.
work clothes
He
on.
didn't even catch buffalo this year.
We
No,
got
While I was
I
with
wouldn't have had to worry
him.
about it this year. At all. We just never got the buffalo run this year. He'll get fish hungry. He'll come back.
I wouldn't mind doing stuff like this either, but it's about the exact opposite of my sleep schedule.
Yeah, and I don't ever think about calling you and say, hey, come go with us tonight, because I know already.
Well, she mentioned it Wednesday, but like I gotta wake up at 2:30 in the
I
morning.
mean, you already know what you gotta do is say, yeah, I want to go, you know, but yeah, it's, I mean, I get it. It's Friday night with this. Friday night, the only reason Friday night was okay for us this week is because I was off Friday.
Show off that pretty quick.
I had to go catch bait and all that stuff.
This is our little monster.
Munchkin.
Yeah, he loves fishies.
What's up, buddy? He likes to eat fishies.
He
What?
wants to ride the four-wheeler.
The four-wheeler?
He's been pointing at it.
Tell your dad,
He'd
take you on
point
the
at it and say
four-wheeler.
that. You want Dee Dee to go ride you on the
That's why we
four-wheeler?
were
Not
laughing
Dee Dee.
earlier, and even his mama and daddy are right here, and they think it's funny about talking about the mullet. You know it's a bait fish or a fish, but also it's a hair. And I think it was a Miss Jennifer on here that was talking about it, that it was a haircut too. And so he has a mullet.
What's up? You still sleepyhead?
Hey boy,
He
Hmm?
wants
go
to go
ride the
riding.
four-wheeler.
You want to go riding?
Future flathead fisherman right there. Pretty sure he's gonna be involved.
He likes canoes.
Probably by the time he gets just a little bit older. Hey, no, would you mind taking them and putting them in the
Catfish
box?
traps are not
Where the
legal
ants
in
get in 'em?
Texas.
Yeah, Texas is pretty strict on all the catfishing. Period. All the fishing. I don't know. They probably went a little wacky on some of those creeks and rivers and streams over there, because I know some of the lakes are extremely populated, but they got a big draw for people coming in fishing, so
Hello from Arkansas.
they manage them however they want, you know.
He looks like Bradley after 3 days of limb lining.
Yeah. 3 days of limb lining, I am wore
His
slim
hair
out.
is curling up over here.
We were actually looking at, like, let's go shoot another video tonight, just leave our bank poles in because they're already out, right? We wouldn't have to go put them out. And I got thinking about, like, Danielle, I'm too tired for this. Like, let's
It was
just,
actually I that brought it up to Bradley.
let's just
I got up
snatch
this
them out the
morning
ground and go to the
no.
house, because we actually have 2 bank pole videos coming out that we have filmed. Man, I tell y'all, it's just so hot right now. It just zaps you. We do these bank pole
Bye, y'all.
videos. I was brim fishing all day yesterday to come up with bait. We went out there, put the bank poles out, fished till 2 o'clock in the morning, come to the house, got a little nap, went back this morning and run them and took them up, and got back to the house at 12, and now we're out here cleaning fish after a 2-hour nap. So, well, except for Michael, he went back home and didn't come back this morning, so.
I'm smart.
He's a smart one. Yeah, he's the only
I
smart.
would come back to wouldn't 45-minute run.
He's the only smart one in the bunch.
They made our
Oh, you
catfish
did.
game fish.
Come back.
I would move heaven and earth to go fishing with y'all. Another issue with big revenue.
Watch out, Danielle. Another issue with what?
Big revenue trout. Big venue, not revenue.
She took me on it.
Another issue with big venue. What?
Trout.
Crowds. What? What's the big issue?
I think,
Watch out, Mike.
Like last night, Mark, watch that limb after it done took my head off.
yeah. See,
Perfect
now you have
eater.
a high heel.
6-pounder there, probably. Here, don't take it.
I think to go inside and cool down.
Squirrel
Autism.
hunter ain't he know.
Mr. Bill has autism, and so
Yeah, I'm ready to go do this.
that's what he said is that
Hopefully it'll be
having
cool again.
autism is an issue with big venue crowds.
Oh, big venue crowds. I got you, Mr. Bill.
Having
Okay,
autism.
I can see that.
Taylor asked, are we going to do any catfishing using jugs?
We got our pool noodles. Yes, we actually. Ooh, I gotta finish editing that video. I'm so far behind, y'all. I've got to finish editing tomorrow's video. So, the life of a YouTuber, y'all see how busy we are. It's crazy. Tomorrow, pool noodles in the lake with that Louisiana life. What y'all think? Y'all think that might be decent?
See the fish?
That's tomorrow's video. Me and Danielle's talking about going to the river and going after blues with the pool noodles. She looked at me because she didn't know we was talking about that. Somebody will go. One of them. Somebody's gonna go with me to catch some blues with pool noodles and goldfish. Or we might do cut bait. What y'all think? Y'all want to see cut bait or goldfish? Like we go and cast net the shad,
Might catch some off on cut, but I mean on goldfish.
catch some ops.
Maybe.
Might. Well, normally we put them in the middle of the river. That's not really where the ops hang out. They like
Put them on the edge.
they like where them. You seen last night where them vines and stuff's hanging down, where them brims hanging out.
Want to go? I'm just going to make my way up.
What y'all think? Y'all want cut bait or goldfish or both?
Do both. See what works best.
Cut
Yeah.
bait versus goldfish. What y'all think? Pool noodles on the Washita River for
I thought it was kind of
Blue
funny
cats.
whenever Bradley fell
Hot dog
too,
wing.
and
the hot dog weenies we
In the
tried
bayou.
2 years ago in the river and they wouldn't.
Really?
I kept that camera
That
rolling
surprised
and I
me.
knew something
I
was going
leave
to happen.
them.
They
How
definitely
many
need to
bait
fire
poles
it
were
up on the
set
lake.
out to catch all these fish?
All right, bank poles. Last night we put out 34 bank poles, caught 32 fish. One of the fish, we had 2 limb lines out. We caught 1 flathead on the limb line, 31 fish come off of 34 bank poles.
He's gotten his wish. He went on 4-wheeler ride. We got our beautiful Caitlin behind the camera. We're on normal. For that.
Alright, Danielle, you follow behind over there.
No, I give him time to talk, so.
I'm not talking though.
It was, well, Miss
Put that
Kathy and I
brim
were
on.
actually talking
Huh?
about
Did
you
you put
falling.
that brim on?
No, I wanted to see what the brim looked like. You see?
Okay, so,
Is it in here? Or is it still in there? I want to see it too.
I think they're answering
Must be
your
on
question
yours.
about both.
I don't see it in this one. It's gotta be in yours, Michael. I'm gonna try to find that brim in that flathead.
They're definitely saying use both.
Whatever works, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
We got some nice cold rainstorms coming through, and my net keeps coming and going.
What y'all think? Y'all can see, I know y'all got plenty of fish cleaning videos, but maybe y'all can see how I'm actually cleaning
Somebody
these
did say that
flatheads.
we need to raise up the camera just a hair.
Take this bottom fin off first, like that right there.
What are we looking for?
Looking for that one with the brim in it where we could. Not in that one.
Table.
Not in that
You
one.
want it up?
No, don't mess with it.
That'd
Let
be
him
in
mess
yours.
with it.
Over there.
So if
Not
it
in that
messes up,
It's his fault.
Not in
we're
that
not
one.
playing.
Blame you.
Not in that one. Maybe it's this
We have to think smarter, not harder in this kind of
Yep, right there.
situation.
Here.
I want to thank, I'm taking a moment while Bradley is talking. I want to thank all the positive comments to the ladies that are positive talking to me and to Bradley. Thank you.
We love the ladies.
Us ladies have to back each other up. And I thank y'all for that.
Some of y'all don't know what she's talking about. Some of y'all probably seen the comment. We got
Yeah.
a bad comment on me.
We've had a couple of bad comments, and it's from ladies that are negative about me and
No hook mark?
sometimes him. But all of
No
you
hook
ladies
mark
that are
nowhere, is
watching,
Yeah.
we got to support one another. We can't be
Show that-
against
show
it.
that in front of the
Jealousy is
camera.
evil. I'm not a jealous
So
creature.
y'all check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Bluegill brim come out the belly of a flathead, and know that is not one, that is a river brim. He's fat. That is not one that come off of our limb line. I mean, any of our bank poles.
Who rang him up?
No, throw that joker over there.
That's what I was about to
He's a
say.
little
Look
too
at-
far
see what
gone.
it's like.
So are y'all
But-
saying if he puts up the camera just a little bit and aims it down, y'all can see it better?
I mean, I can try. Take me a second.
I'm going to be stepping away before too long.
Then y'all gotta get some supper cooked.
I have a little munchkin.
Hang on.
Yes.
I'll go back
Raise-
and cut the belly off.
Yeah, I can feel that off. Alright, let's see if we can fix the camera a little bit, y'all. Trying to see how far down I can get it. Y'all give me just a second. Try to get it up where y'all can see the table a little bit better.
When Bradley shoves the fish towards the camera, they look bigger.
I mean, they're bigger anyways. They're not small fish. You know, the smallest one we got is probably 6 or 7 pounds. How's that? That better? Oh yeah, that's better. I can
It
tell
takes
that.
it a minute for it to come up.
Y'all let us know. Is that better? Y'all hear Peanut down there? She must have. Oh, that's Noah and Milas down there checking Peanut out.
They go see the dogs.
How about that? Is that better? Y'all got better view now?
Perfect. Perfect.
Y'all had to get on to me about that stuff.
Yeah, y'all gotta let us know. I'm watching it on here, but it's best.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
more of watching the comments.
Check
Try
that
to.
out. Oh,
Much
see you
better.
later.
So what thing, hole on the flat stone?
She looks like she's gotten wet.
She has. I have no idea who that is.
I need to turn off here. Hell,
Hit that decline button, Mike.
if you're calling us, sorry, we're declining at the moment.
Yeah, I'll have to call you back, whoever you were.
Leave
Send me
us
a
a
text.
message at the beep. Beep.
I'm live on here.
Perfect. 5x5 means receiving clear in military terms. I'm new here and appreciate y'all showing this. Awesome. Mr. Brent says, want to talk about your car's extended warranty.
That's probably about right. Who was that?
That was Mr. Brent Reed.
What about it, Mr. Brent? You ain't put them Opelousas bank poles to work yet?
He talked about that. He
Huh?
does them too.
You gotta get them in the water. They ain't gonna catch no fish. You don't get them in the water. Get some brim on them.
They want to warn you that your car warranty is about to expire.
Yeah, or they might have been trying to sell me one, or it might have been somebody.
Raise the camera a little bit higher and angle it down, and you'll see everything.
Woo.
I've never had
Yeah,
catfish.
but if we do that, it's
which
gonna chop
catfish
top of my
tastes
head
good.
off. But yeah, I mean, we could do a close-up if y'all want, but I think it's pretty good right where it's at.
So, Michael, what's your favorite catfish to eat?
I love a little channel cat out of Doggebone.
Those channel cats hard to beat,
So
y'all.
that's Bradley's
Don't
favorite.
get me wrong, these are good.
Uh,
That's another one.
If I had to pick catfish, it'd probably be channel cats.
Let me get somebody, hang on a second, let me get somebody a shout out.
Okay.
Alright guys, give somebody a shout out right here. He's supported us for some time now. Mr. Brent Reeves, y'all go check him out. He's with Meat Eater. He's from up in Arkansas near where the Opelousas bank pole guys are. If y'all don't know who Brent Reeves is or Meat Eater, Steve Ranelli's Meat Eater, y'all go check them out.
Podcasts
If
are
you
the
watch-
best.
Yeah, their podcast, you got Bear Grease, you got
Yes.
This Country Life is the one Mr. Brent's got, but him and Clay and those guys with Bear Grease, all those guys work together to shoot some films on YouTube and TV and stuff. So, Mr. Brent's give us shouts out on his podcast and stuff. So we're doing the same. We're gonna give him a shout back out on our live. And yeah.
I
Yep.
love to read and to have
Good
podcasts
stuff.
playing, and that's my number one go-to right there.
Yep, a lot of people that we know listen to Mr. Brent's podcast. So if you're going down the road, that's a good thing too. A lot of truck drivers, we get a lot of feedback from that. Truck drivers and stuff that listen to those guys all the time on their podcasts. Podcasts, we really don't have a lot of time to do everything, and at this time, I'm not saying we won't ever do it. It's just not our thing right now. I don't know much about it.
We'll have so many squirrel moments.
But yeah, y'all go give them a check out over there at Meat Eater and This Country Life and Bear Grease. Good folks, just old country folks doing the same stuff we're out here doing on a probably bigger scale than what we're doing though. But go check them out.
Let's see.
You was supposed to say something when I said do that, but I know if I don't, I'm not trying to interrupt Danielle, I just know if I get something on my mind like that, if I don't do it right then, I'm going to forget to
That's
do
why
it.
if I haven't mentioned your question or your comment or whatever, gotta take a picture. Hold on, Kodak moment. Hi, booger.
Appreciate all the people on this live. Seen over 180 at one time, 175 on here right now, coming and going. I know Saturday night everybody's out eating, but guess what? Y'all can eat and
Oh, we
watch
were talking
YouTube.
about, that reminds me, we were talking about what type of Because we got
One
asked
more
what
and
type of catfish.
One more.
I think
Talk about
at
what?
least one.
What type of catfish is the best tasting? So, like Bradley and Michael said, channel cats.
Well,
I'll have to.
These
Yeah, I mean
pretty
these
good.
flatheads this size hard to beat, y'all. I mean I like all of them. It's kind of like going to a Chinese buffet, you know. Like you like a little bit of all of it, and if fish is the same way. Like that's people are like, man, you
It's a
eat fish
Black and Decker.
2-3 days a week. Well, the reason we eat fish 2-3 days a week is we eat flathead today, we eat buffalo tomorrow. It's like a different meal, and eat brim. Then we can eat channel cats. And then we can eat whole fryers. Then we can blacken some. We can eat fish 7 days a week. But you do it a different way or eat a different kind of fish and it tastes different. It's like eating a new meal all over again.
So, like, we're having fish tonight.
Got one more you
Okra
said?
and hush puppies and fries. So that's why I'm.
You're gonna like the hush puppies we got. They're a real great value.
That scares me.
I think you said
There was
So I'll
only
call it fishing
great
now.
value.
Lee
Only one
and
kind of hush puppies
Noel
in there.
can answer or
We
read
got-
out comments.
We got one more flathead coming to the table.
I gotta go to work. I can't answer.
We
comments.
still got to cut up fish and
Call
stuff,
me
but
in.
we're knocking the fur off of them right now.
People
Okay,
need their
so
great-
Miss Kathy says, have you all ever seasoned catfish ribs and baked them in the oven? You
Catfish
will
ribs.
love it. I promise you. Just try it. I'm not crazy.
Catfish
They
ribs.
sell them in Mississippi. They are amazing. Yes, we will try this.
some of them really got a lot of meat on
Yeah, I mean,
We are willing to try
yeah, we try anything. I mean,
this. Molly,
a lot of times the only reason we don't save the backbone or the ribs or something like that is because I mean, you come in with this much fish, you just trying to hurry up and get them done, get them on ice as much as possible. So, you know, if we had one
can he
and
serve
it's
them
cooking
out,
for a
please?
bunch of people, it'd be a totally different ball game. We'd be trying to scavenge every little scrap we could get off of this, you know.
I'm having a slumber party with my
So-
grandbaby.
But I mean, y'all check it out. There ain't very much meat. A lot of people are wasting
them.
meat.
Nothing like that.
We're wasting meat.
Catfish in the smoker is pretty good.
Y'all can see me through that. that
Mr.
right
Brent
there, so-
said, y'all keep doing the good work. I'm heading out and taking a coon hound on our first hunt. Heck yeah. Bradley, give Dusty some sugar on the jaw from me.
Who said what?
Who's Dusty?
Said what?
Mr. Brent said, Bradley, give Dusty some sugar on the jaw from me.
Yeah. Brent, you still ain't brought that coon dog down yet.
That's my love of my
But-
life right there.
Go out there and have fun, Brent. I need to talk to you about the possibilities. I don't know. I'm scared to take my dogs out this time of the year from all them rattlesnakes and stuff up there. So I don't know. Give me some. We'll talk off the air a little bit about your recommendations on that. Y'all dog hunt lots more than I do, but I'm gonna have to talk to him about some of that stuff. See what they
I
do.
have to go back. Look.
What you got? Now what I missed? You was saying something, and I totally missed what you was
Well,
saying.
that was.
You're laughing. You're not telling me
No,
what
we're
you was
circling
saying.
that. That's a yeah. We already did that one. It
Circle
was a
back
channel.
quicker.
It was a channel cat. I mean, which catfish I'm eating? We've already answered it like twice.
Which catfish I'm eating?
Yeah.
What's your
And,
favorite?
yeah.
Oh.
What's your favorite?
Yeah, I like the channel cats.
I like taking a little channel cat fry and make pomoles out of them.
Hmm
Oh, yeah.
I like fish tacos. They are so
That's
good.
Fish in general is good. Any kind of fish.
My favorite fish is brim. Now, as for catfish, if I have to pick one, probably channel cat or an ox. I'm not too fond of blues, which I will eat them, but
Yeah,
I
clean them
mean,
up good.
yeah.
Or
But I don't eat fish like out. If we go out and eat, very seldom do I get fish out. I don't even get a steak out somewhere. I just
You
that's
smell bad.
a personal preference.
So you.
Nothing against anybody.
What
Now, if we go to
girl?
South
Well, I
Louisiana,
thought you put his hand in his face. I was like, what's it smell bad?
give me a shrimp po' boy or something.
Because it's not the water you
It's
put
a
in.
little bit different down there.
He don't know that.
Brim was my mom's favorite fish too. Before she passed away, she wanted Bradley to do a crawfish boil. And
But she did like all the fish though.
yeah, she loved all the fish, but her favorite was brim too.
You can go later.
Let's see.
We got blues, y'all. We ain't done.
Michael, would you? Caitlin, well, that's it up there. I keep that one clean.
We eat buffalo ribs. Oh, we love buffalo
Fish.
ribs. We just this year might have been us.
I don't know.
I
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, we caught some buffalo.
Yeah, but-
we ate some buffalo this year, but we didn't catch as many as we did year before last. We caught a ton of buffalo.
Andre's in the house.
Andre's in the house.
Yeah.
Look at there. Old Mr. Blue
Whole
Cat.
crop brim are the best. Love brim.
Old Mr. Blue Cat.
And if y'all haven't tried our squash fries, Mr. Bill told me to do sweet potato fries just like I would my other fries. Every morning.
Five or six blues in there.
My favorite are Ox and Buffalo. So Caitlin, what's your favorite? Caitlin wants
Oh, let me answer something else.
to. Caitlin said
Kate,
that one I like.
Caitlin said her favorite fish is fried. that's a pretty good answer.
That I love. Now,
Fried.
Milas's favorite is fish.
Fried.
It's meat
Is
right
it
there.
fried? All right.
Smiling really
Let me
big.
say this.
His favorite fish are the ones
Everybody
that are
always
fried.
wants to know what we did with it, what we do with the fish. Hey,
Sorry, I'm talking to
I
Milas.
know, but you're talking in my ear.
Look, he's trying to get the fish.
We ain't touch that.
We're
What's
not.
it taste like?
He's smiling like, yeah, I got it.
If y'all could see his face, he is
Go
like
to
all
Dee Dee.
red.
Here, give me one of these fish heads, then, please.
No, I'm not.
Dee Dee. Dee Dee loves you. Come here.
Danielle is like, I don't know. She's all over
I'm
my
loving the grandma
ear
air.
on the live. Anyways, people asked earlier in the live, what do we do with all these fish? Well, one thing we do with these fish is we had some fellows that was fishing this morning on the river. Two nice fellas that we met and had a little discussion with them, and they were fishing, just wanted a mess of fish to cook and eat, and guess what? They got some fish because we give them some. You know, we had a couple fish on some bank poles right there next to them, and what better time but than to just give back a little bit. We give them some fish. Yeah, they had caught one or two, but they didn't have all they wanted, and we help those fellas out, you know, and that's kind of part of it too. That's a lot of times people don't see that, you know, we might give some fish away, you know, to somebody that just ain't having as good of luck or something like that, and we help those fellas out and give them a mess of fish. Made sure that they had enough fish to go home and cook them some fish, you know. So,
Someone said that we need to try eggplant
the one over
fries.
yonder with this.
Eggplant's good.
I have not tried eggplant. I had some fresh out of a garden, but I did not try them.
Eggplant's good.
Can pull that skin off if you want, or I
Miss
can try to
Kathy
fillet it
said
off.
Yeah,
that's a
we'll get on
surprise with the buffalo. Everyone in Louisiana calls them trash fish. I love the ribs. We
Oh,
love,
buffalo's my
buffalo.
go-to.
yeah.
Mine and Danielle's too. Michael, just hand it here. I'll just fillet it off.
Michael likes them too.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's better.
yeah. Like some
Whole
real-
fryer white perch is pretty good too. Man, then some beautiful fish. Richard,
Hold that open.
Texas 10, you can't beat a good fried blue cat fillet. My theory is turn them loose in the grease is what Mr. Bill said. That's what Peggy said too.
Release and grease.
Mr. Bill, Caitlin is our daughter that we have talked about on here that she works with children with autism, and Mr. Bill has autism. Is
That's
what he's
what.
talked about.
That's
in
what our
his-
daughter has. Her bachelor's and master's degree, and working on her second master's degree.
third degree.
A certificate degree, but it's like a master's degree.
Yeah, she's working on her third degree right now,
Absolutely loves it.
and she works with autistic kids. So
and others. I mean, but she is a blessing.
Kids.
She it's you have to be called in that God to work.
No,
Uh,
that's the
Mr. Bill says hello.
good
Katie.
size eaters on the catfish.
She's back there. Okay, do you ever sharpen the blades? Are you talking about the blades on the Black & Decker, Russell?
No,
We
I
don't. I
do
just-
not sharpen them. I just get a new knife. By
I
that
keep a
time,
backup.
watch out. By the time they're dull, you let them go happen. Trying to get you to.
Okay, so yes, that's what he's talking about. So yeah, I keep a backup for him. I order them either from Amazon or Walmart, and it's just the cheap Black & Decker.
What I've seen is by the time the blade's worn out, your knife's just about done at that point. So you probably, I mean, these are a lot of big fish we fillet.
Fish.
By that time, your motor's probably about to go anyway. You might could get 2 sets of blades out of one knife. But these things are $15 a piece, you know. A lot of people going out there. My word, dog. A lot of people going out there buying high dollar, $40, $50, $60, $70 fillet knives, and
That's $19.
19 now.
It was
Inflation, you know. The old tariff got us for $4. Used to be about $15, but inflation gets us.
that's
So-
the box.
And yeah, that's backwards, so they can't even read that. Black & Decker. Amazon, you can get them on Amazon. We don't get
Walmart.
nothing. We don't get nothing out of selling them for them.
Yep.
Black & Decker needs to sponsor us.
Do y'all run dogs chasing pigs or just trap and shoot with thermal?
I have before on that question about the hogs. Do we run dogs? We have before.
No.
Hog dogs are kind of crazy from what I've seen. I don't really care to own any. I'm not against dog hunting for hogs, but that can get crazy, and some of those guys can get disrespectful of other people's property and stuff. And then here we go on Facebook. People posting pictures of them on their property, trying to retrieve their dogs, and I mean, I don't know, a lot comes along with that, so I'm not sure that's anything that we will ever put on our channel. And we're just now, maybe next week, fixing to get off probation from YouTube for a coon hunt video, and
Somebody did not like us being real.
yeah, we had dropped like the same type videos, same stuff in the video. We clean them up pretty good, and somebody reports us, and we get a warning, and here we go down. In my experience, one this big, this old belly meat is pretty tough on. So, answer a lot of people's question. We don't save all these bellies off these big blues. So that's a no-go for us on one that big. I'm sure we'll get some comments. Some people will disagree with me on that, but
Best fillet knife I've ever had. Please keep it quiet. They'll raise the price.
keep it quiet. They'll raise the price. Yeah, when they realize they can sponsor us and still sell them, yeah, probably would raise the
Whenever
price.
I was a kid in high school, we had 36
Watch out, Danielle. Step over a little bit.
in
36?
the yard and hunted 6 nights a week and raised mules and rode them hunting.
Yeah, my dad used to do all that when I was a kid. I was pretty young, so I don't remember a lot of that. I remember a little bit of it. Mainly him leaving the house and staying gone all night.
Breaking out.
That's what Mr. Brent was saying. I think he's going coon hunting tonight. So,
Let's see. Do y'all run dogs? Okay, we already answered that. Miss Kathy said if I stayed near you two, I would be making catfish takeaways every day.
there you
I
go.
love fish. You and your wife would say, "Here comes Kathy. Don't answer the door." Oh, heck no. We let everybody come over.
Don't tell them we let everybody come over. Everybody on live will be over at the house in a few minutes.
But we also have people that I don't know. We have people that watch our
You staying and eating too?
protection.
See, you get made of leaves.
Come on, come
Chastity
on.
gonna let you eat? You ain't telling.
Because that's the
Take
only
her
reason we
place.
came.
Just kicked you out the house anyways, huh?
Especially sleeping good when I ain't there.
We got a heat rash. Come on.
That's what I was saying.
We
We
going
need to go inside.
Oh my goodness. So look at here, guys. We'll do something a little different on this live. Yeah. Let's stake that one up, y'all think. That'd be a good staker right there, wouldn't it? Let's
Y'all
stake this
gonna
guy up.
Way
So-
more fish for supper if everyone shows up.
Got that
Y'all,
fin right there. That little bone, it ain't really the fin. It's right behind that bone. Actually, y'all can watch it from up here. So that's the best way to do them is hang them like that right there. And then skin them.
so
We'll skin this one. That's the first time we've ever skinned one on a live, I think. We'll skin him, stake him up right here on the live.
So, okay, somebody just called, Holly called this, those are good looking white cats.
White cats?
So,
Hadn't never heard that term before.
we
I
call
don't
them,
know.
we call them blues.
Blue cats, what they are. I mean, if y'all somewhere else and they call them something
Yeah.
different, tell us because
Because I love
that's a new
hearing
one
the
for me.
different names. I love hearing
I ain't never heard them
different
call that. You, Michael?
names. Because some of the people down south call what we call brim, they call perch. I'm like, no, this is not a perch, this is brim.
Michael's enjoying this live so much, he's going to start going live on his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like crappie, white perch, cockatoo, everybody got different names.
Yeah, everybody got
Yeah,
different
I
names,
love
different
hearing
parts of the country. Flathead's
Wait,
got
you were not using a knife to get started? Oh my goodness.
No, that's why I was showing that little bone right here under the fin. I showed that in some of our fish cleaning videos. There's a little bone right there. You just break and snap that bone off, and it'll snatch right down. And then,
Dinner at 5:30ish. No, we don't eat at 5:30. We eat more like 9.
more like 12 midnight.
10. Y'all should see us at the hunting club.
Yeah, about midnight.
And we got 176.
We've had
I'm
over
watching-
180 on there a couple times. I was
Yeah.
hoping that with that many people on there, we'd get up over 200. I wish y'all'd get us up over 200. We're running 175, 180 people on this live, which is the best one we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Y'all call somebody, pause it, call somebody, tell them to get on the live. Let's get up over 200. We're running around 180 right now.
I need to know
We
where
just need
Travis is at.
20 more
Travis?
people. Our regulars. Travis, where you at?
Yeah.
He ain't been on. We got some regulars. Who else ain't been on? They probably out eating.
Andre's already been on.
Probably out eating Mexican food or something tonight.
Oh.
Go check that out.
Y'all
About a,
love
what,
Mexican.
4-pound blue?
I
And
can
I
drive
also-
from South Carolina and be there by 9.
I also take this fin out right here.
Depends
You
on how
take it out
much
backwards
behind
like that
it
right
is.
there.
Yeah, it's time to eat.
Check out what I'm doing. I'm doing it slow. Now, I normally would do it a little faster than that, but I'm trying to hold it at a different angle over in front of the camera. Do it where y'all can see it and all that good stuff. Old school fish cleaning right here, y'all. Old school. The good way.
He actually used to do this quite often.
No waste on this one, y'all. If I only had 3, that's how we'd be doing all of them.
Yeah.
See Redbeard doing a bunch of this
Billy's
stuff
here
on
watching.
his talk,
Love
his
y'all doing this
TikToks and
stuff and
stuff.
having a great time doing it.
I just
I'm
take my
waiting, I'm
catfish skinners and pull that liver and all those innards out of these,
We're here.
this inside of this fish.
I
When
saw
I-
y'all earlier.
Who are you talking to?
The show's fam.
The
They
show's
were-
fam?
Yeah, they were here just as we logged in and they said that they're watching.
180. And 20 more. I want to see it hit
That's how I
200.
freeze all my catfish now. Mr. Bill said he had, what, Mr. Bill, you did 200 onions? I saw your comment earlier. I didn't get a chance to respond. Mr. Bill is our farmer, our
Let me go on that
gardener.
other side and watch this so I can show them. Over 180 again, y'all.
Yeah. I have to step away for a minute.
Wait,
You may have answered the question, but do you clean blue cat the same way?
As far as same way as what?
Probably an op.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, as far as the electric fillet knife, we're cleaning the blue cats right now. We got, what, 4 more blue cats. We're doing this one as steaks. So that one's clean. We done washed him up. That's the finished product. So now I'm going to break him down. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a close-up on this one, y'all.
Jimmy is watching. Hello, Jimmy.
We'll do y'all a close-up real quick. Let's see if y'all like that. Do y'all a close-up right there.
I was given some.
We'll break this
Mr.
one down
Bill,
for
I
y'all.
was given
How
some
about that?
tomatoes, eggplant, and cucumbers not too long ago. We
There's
didn't
the
get to
nugget.
do our garden this year.
There's the nugget. We're going to cook this one tonight, ain't we? Need some of them Ziploc bags. Can you run and get them Ziploc bags or something?
Yeah.
That's the nugget.
Watch out.
How I would do that
Come on,
is
Ugly.
I always take them nuggets. There's a little fat on this end. I cut that off, get rid of that. I just take them nuggets and just cut them like that right there. Let it curl up, fry, whatever. It don't matter. Some people take this inner skin off. It ain't necessary. You ain't got to do that. Danielle's gone for a minute. She'll be back in a few minutes. So she ain't reading the comments right now. Look. Y'all see these little lines right there? That's where the backbone runs that way. So when I cut my steak up, if you go to fish market buy steaks, they running them things through a meat saw or something, just cutting straight steaks. They're cutting them little bones up. So to keep from cutting them bones up, run your knife in like that, and then back like that right there. Do that. That's how you do it right there. Now when I eat this, I don't have a piece of that bone come off in my mouth. So that and my next steak right there like that. Just like that. That's how we do our steaks. Like that right there. Check that out.
I don't blame you.
Michael said I worked him too hard.
Yeah.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty steaks?
With zero pay.
Fries up. You just got your bone right down the middle here. Right down the middle. Got a big old chunk of meat on both sides.
Okay, so let me get back into the question. I'm in Northwest Alabama.
Look at that. Northwest Alabama. Who was that?
That was, let me go back, Jimmy.
I still got family in Alabama. That's where my mom's from. So
Me and Caitlin take road trips to Mobile quite often. Just me and her. Bradley hasn't been in several years. He don't even
I
realize-
normally don't try to stake this section.
He doesn't even
up
realize
there.
how much it's changed.
I just cut the meat off. That's just boneless little strip right there. You ain't losing much up here. But that's how I've always done my
Do you ever fry them in buttermilk
steak.
cornmeal batter? No, but that sounds good.
In what?
Buttermilk cornmeal batter.
No, I have never tried that.
That's a try.
But that is one whole
Fort Wayne,
Blue cat.
Indiana here.
cut up for cooking right there. Old school blue cat. Y'all check them pretty steaks out. Look at that.
The steaks have more flavor than the fillets.
Yes, they do. 190 people. That may be the first time we've ever seen 190 people. That used to be my
Yeah,
favorite
Cameron
part.
said 188.
That used to be my favorite part right there, y'all, when I was a kid. You can also take
They heard that I was over here.
take that. Yeah, everybody knew Michael was over here, so everybody's jumping on the live this week.
Bell peppers.
Star power.
Mr. Bill said his bell peppers are coming up soon.
You can see how I cut them little slits in there like I would a whole fryer or something. Y'all check that out.
See, Mr. Bill, that's what I would love to watch on your channel.
Yeah, Mr. Bill, if you do anything on YouTube, do you. Do you and what you do. Don't try to change it up or go outside
So
of
he's
what
doing
you're
his best to
capable of
grow
doing.
his own holy trinity.
Yeah, people love that kind of stuff. But be real, just do you. We're going to fry these up tonight. 195 people.
Do
We need
you
5
put
more people.
notifications on Facebook that you are live?
We did
We
not.
have not.
We are guilty as charged.
We did notify
Do that.
Chad that we were going live, so we will
Might-
blame that issue.
Might have to
on
tighten
Chad.
up Chad on that, where he
Yeah.
lets everybody know we go live. 195 people, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We need 5
Yeah,
more.
coming on.
Let's get it up over 200.
Let me send him a message.
He's gonna show up just time to eat, huh?
All right. Y'all want to see a close-up dressing fish? Is that Is that gonna be better? Let's see what we got going on. Y'all hang with us now. We got another blue here. We can fillet this one on a close-up before I change it.
Paul from Texas in the house.
And it's getting, you know, it's getting close to dark. A lot of people just now walking inside, stuff like that. So we know going on live 5:30 is probably a little early, but we want to do it before it got dark. And
If y'all don't like
we got
cat meat, stop
company,
eating
so-
Japanese food.
don't like what? We don't like what?
Cat meat.
Cat meat.
Y'all,
Oh, he's talking in general, telling everybody else.
I do want to say that Bradley used to work overseas. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
over
there is some of that stuff still gets ate overseas, y'all.
He sent me a picture and I'm like, no. It was an actual,
So that.
that right there.
No.
I'm like, no.
All I do, I'm coming in right there behind the ribs. Come up here to the top end of that fillet.
I just couldn't do that. But it's a whole different culture and everything. I want to see those flathead catfish steaks.
Oh, we done filleted all the flatheads. We don't have any more to steak up, or we would.
White cat, Mississippi white.
Mississippi white cat.
Blue, different names we
I
use
get
for
that.
cats out of the Mississippi River.
I got you.
Oh, we've talked about going to the Mississippi
Yeah, Mississippi River is just anywhere we would go and put in. We're looking at like hour and a half drive just to get the boat put in. That's the only reason we really don't go to like the
Guys,
Mississippi
just got
or somewhere.
Thanks, Stephen, for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate y'all joining. A lot of people are just now getting in. They've been out fishing and stuff.
If you just now joined us, Bradley kind of quickly recap.
Yeah, if you just now joined us, this was bank pole fishing last night. Y'all look at that pretty blue cat fillet.
Squirrel.
That's a good size right there to eat. Bank pole fishing last night.
Opelousas bait.
Opelousas bank poles. Y'all check them out on their website or in our links on the channel. Limited supply just come in. He's got 1,000 of them. I know he's got 200 or 300 already sold. Back ordered. If anybody wants Opelousas bank poles, now's your chance. You never know what's going to happen in small business. So what I can tell you is, well, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. But
How many bank poles do we have out?
stuff like that.
30.
Yeah, we had 34 bank poles. And I'm going to go back
Oh, Mad Mabel's in the house.
big on this.
Mabel used to work overseas with her work. Oh my goodness. Mad Mabel, you give me the funnies.
All right, let's see if that's back right. So, yeah, we used to, what was I saying?
Mad Mabel's in the house.
All right, we're over 190 people. Let's get a few more, see if we can stretch it over.
Thanks, Bill. Why do you not clean the blue cat the same as the flatheads?
I don't know what part of that y'all are talking about. I just filleted that blue cat.
Probably because I saw you filleting it up there, and that was just something he was doing.
Oh, we don't, I mean, we do them both ways. Sometimes, you know, the steaks, obviously, if you've eaten catfish fillets and steaks, the steaks taste different because it's got the bone in, right? It's a different flavor. I like them both ways, and to me, it's like eating two different species altogether.
I want to
So-
answer this one. What's the craziest thing you have caught on a bank pole?
Michael, you want more steaks or just fillets?
Bradley put this in a.
I'm talking about like fried tonight. Rest of them ain't gonna, probably me and you's gonna be the only ones to eat that.
Yeah.
Which Bradley might say something different. The craziest thing we have caught on a bank pole a few years ago, and Bradley, I think, put this in. Didn't you put it in one of
Alligator
these?
snapping turtle.
Y'all?
Alligator
I
snapping
thought
turtle.
me and Jesus were going to come and meet him at that moment.
Caught a pretty big one, like a probably 40, 35, 40 pounder on one of our bank poles.
What time's dinner?
Probably,
in the next 30 minutes.
yeah, probably in the next 30 minutes. Danielle
Mabel
gonna fire them.
says Mabel just boils her catfish whole.
Boil them whole,
Eyes and all.
skin,
Hey,
head,
Michael,
eyes.
you gotta know.
198.
Mabel.
Come on, y'all. Let's get over 200.
Caught
That's what I'm
32
talking about.
fish and
Why
one
you
on the
cleaning
line.
it
That is correct.
2 more people. Y'all don't get off.
Jimmy likes to fish the Tennessee River for
Stay
cats.
on long enough to get us over 200.
We
I
have
just want to
caught
see the
some
200
huge
mark.
flatheads there.
199. Yeah, Michael, get on there. Get us over 200.
I think he's talking
Michael
about
said
the-
he's gonna get on the live just to get a 199.
I'm sorry, y'all. We are talking over one another. Bradley is going to miss all y'all's questions. Y'all need to do another brim catch, clean and cook.
Catch.
Brim
What just
catch,
happened?
clean
Did we
and
just
cook.
glitch?
No, we got 199.
198.
Here,
I'm
her
never
don't
done.
even gut them.
One more.
Mad Mabel says she doesn't even gut her catfish. Her love's boiled in her.
Mad Mabel something else.
Yes, Mad Mabel.
Mad Mabel got to be in South Louisiana.
Mad Mabel's got to be someone that we know.
Hey, this is boiled, innards and all.
201, we hit it, y'all.
Thank you.
201. Biggest live we've had to date. Appreciate
Rick
y'all.
James from Florida in the house.
Appreciate
Come
y'all.
on, baby.
Like
Yes.
making
Yeah, they were
landmarks,
talking about-
hitting landmarks out here. Michael finally put us over
I
the
think they
200
were
mark.
talking about Bradley cleaning them blues different. Is he ain't cutting through the ribs on the blues and cutting them.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm finna go over that. Let me quit spraying water, y'all. So
Mad Mabel got an iron belly.
y'all give me a second. I gotta get another blue cat out of here. Got
Mad Mabel's my kind of girl.
two more blues.
We love Mad Mabel.
Look there.
205.
205. Keep on go. Everybody's coming. It's getting dark. People going inside. People done eating supper. People go to getting on. What was I finna say? What was the question?
Are we keeping the live going for a fish?
Oh, the reason I cut right here is because if we don't keep this belly meat off the blues, which isn't as good as a flathead, y'all don't even go there because it's just not the same. What we're actually doing is cutting the air bladder. So when we dispose of these, here's the problem. You can say, well, man, you need to just throw them out back or bury them. You bury these catfish heads, every critter in the forest gonna dig these suckers up. And y'all see these little fins right here? Every time you ride a four-wheeler anywhere near where you put them catfish heads, or a tractor tire, or a truck tire, the dogs and stuff gonna drag them back up, and you fixing to tear your, or in your foot, you fixing to end up repairing some tires. So the best place to put these fish is back in the water. When you put them back in the water, you definitely don't want them floating and people, oh no, somebody dumped some fish back in the water. Well, fish die in the water like it's natural, right? The crawfish got to eat, the alligators got to eat,
Turtles.
the turtles got to eat. All
Gotta
that stuff's
fish.
hungry and they like fish just like we do. So the best thing to do is put it back in the water, right? So it breaks down, goes back to the natural resource. That said, when you do that, pump the air bladder, that way it ain't floating around and just putting a bad taste in everybody's mouth. People, dumping fish and that's just the responsible thing to do.
I can't agree with you, Mad Mabel. I'm sorry.
What'd she say?
Mad Mabel don't eat brim. I eat brim. Them things give her diarrhea. Yeah, no.
Don't forget the gas for good.
Do what?
Don't forget the Gasper goose.
You had all this
Mad Mabel probably eats a Gasper goose.
Dinner is at noon, supper is at night.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the
Good
way we
evening,
call
all.
it.
John's
Sulfur.
in the house.
Who?
Turtles have been bad this fishing from the bank in Illinois.
Who's in the house?
John's breakfast 7 a.m. Second breakfast 9 a.m. Wait, hold on. We're moving too quickly.
So here's the cut right here, y'all. The air bladder that's the cut everybody's asking about. That air bladder is right in here, right? It goes about that far back. So I just come right up in there and cut down into that air bladder. And all I'm doing is popping that air bladder. So now when I throw that fish head in the water, it's gonna sink. That's all that's for.
We have supper.
Appreciate y'all falling back off a little bit now. I don't know. People come and go on these lives and stuff, but appreciate y'all getting us up over 200. I've been wanting to see that for some time. I think the most we've ever had is like 164 on here at one time or something. We've had 175 or 80
Make
for
'em sink,
probably
buddy.
half of this live.
I think I missed quite a few.
Anybody find us?
When do you put your hoop nets out? So when are we
Anybody
putting
find us in the live? Anybody? Anybody find us by this live coming up on their feed? Y'all let us know. And also, before you leave out, we had over 200 people, 180 thumbs ups. Y'all, just look down right now, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, because that's what triggers the algorithm and gets it out there for people to see and stuff.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
If y'all watching, that's what helps us. We got one more blue cat to fillet, and then we're gonna be cutting up some meat.
And what do y'all want to see us do? Do y'all like our fishing or hogs, deer?
If they ever put us a cell phone tower up in some good locations, like on the river, we go down there and tightline or something, do some of that stuff live. But we don't have no phone signal down there, y'all, so that kind of rules that one out. Still back up around
Oliver
200.
says yes, came up by the live.
Came up by the live. Who did?
Yep, Oliver.
And that's how you found us?
Yes.
By the.
You have to close the live chat to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, you have to X out of the chat where you see the chat and hit the thumbs up. So whenever you come into the
But they can
live-
do it just by Xing out the chat. Then they can go right back into the chat,
Yeah, that's
right?
what I do. That's
Yeah.
what I do. Because I'm in mine.
But
Yeah,
just,
watching
I mean,
that,
it's
they
no
might
big
always
deal.
say
Just
yes.
before y'all leave or whatever, hit the like on it.
Yeah.
And don't forget on the lives, your comments that are coming up right now, if we miss it or y'all didn't,
Homepage had you live.
she interrupted me.
That's okay.
If
You
if we
asked.
miss a question or comment or something, don't forget y'all can come back later after it posts. Everything's permanent at that point, and because we can't go back and look at these comments from the live, but if we miss something, post it in a comment after the live post, and then we come back and answer all of our comments. Everybody that knows the channel knows that.
I like the anniversary video. Yeah, people from
Very-
Louisiana, California, Texas.
Very few channels
What is that?
answer all the comments, y'all. So
Yeah.
y'all give us some credit on that one. We got trouble coming.
We got Chad here, y'all. Y'all want to see him make a guest appearance?
Look, that's about the way this works. I get on the last fish and he pulls up.
I told y'all he was just gonna show up me.
He's gonna step around here and say hi to y'all.
Chad, they said from now on when we're going live, we need to post it on Facebook.
So, dude.
Yeah, and we told him that was your job. That we contacted you.
This big knucklehead.
What's up, people?
Let's see how. We just went to 205.
Woo! 205, baby. That was my weight a long time ago.
Well, now I know that Matt
It's been a
Mabel is
while.
not Chad.
Just cause Chad showed up. 205.
What's
That's
the
all right.
girls looking like? Wait,
They're like, that is crazy.
we need to have Milas come out and say hi to y'all. Yeah, he's inside if y'all want to go see him.
Is he teaching y'all anything about these catfish?
You want us to go see the baby?
I taught him everything he knows.
What's
Does it say
up,
morning,
Chad?
Chad? Or what's up, Chad?
Chad,
I know.
Mr. Bill said hi,
She got it
Chad.
bigger.
What's up,
there.
Mr. Bill?
Joe said, what's up, Chad? I got the notification that you posted on Instagram.
We posted on Instagram?
You know what? It might that you put it, that you have it set.
We should do better about that. When we're going live, we need to post it on Instagram,
And now that you said it
Facebook,
here,
and
and
I don't know.
yelling.
huh?
That would be Chad. This is Chad.
Now we know Chad.
It ain't me.
Mad
Now
Mabel's
is
not Chad.
Who is Mad Mabel?
They ain't gonna say.
Come on, Mabel. Who are you?
We done went through several different names, and I have several in my head.
Y'all check that out. That one's probably
Just started
Six,
watching
six,
a couple
7
weeks
pounder?
ago. Really enjoyed y'all's videos. I'm from Arkansas. I'm
8
fishing on
pounder
the
maybe?
Mississippi River.
fishing on the Mississippi.
From Long Beach, California. Don't always chat, but always hit thumbs up. Hi, Chad.
Well, you got to skin them and peel them now?
Y'all know why I don't get
quit on
notifications
you?
for the lives?
Yeah, Chad, there's 216 people on here, y'all.
Maybe you need to
Appreciate y'all.
hit that.
Chad ain't been in many of the videos lately. He got 2 little rugrats over here. He's kind of occupying his time right now. But he'll be back eventually.
There's my little
Like I said
munchkin.
earlier, he helps a lot with the Facebook page and all that. That's why he gets all the free fish he wants.
I told him, Dee Dee needs to give him a bath, and he goes, Dee Dee, Dee Dee.
Tegan, what's
He's
up?
ready.
This is my oldest one.
So, if you're not
That's
getting
Tegan.
our notifications,
Say hey, Tegan. Say hey, God's country.
What's up, everybody? 216, yeah. I saw
Bradley,
216.
YouTube famous
if
now.
they're not
Cameron.
getting our notifications, what do they need to do?
If you're not getting our notifications, all right.
Chad just took
Is
the
that
woman
because
off
some
my
of them are watching
green.
it on TV? Hey, is that because some of them are watching on TV?
I don't know.
So if you're on TV, like, you're probably not going to get the notifications, so you need it. Whoa!
Watch out.
Technical difficulties. Miles in the house. He's
No,
like,
it's good.
I got
It's
this.
good. It's good.
Is it? Okay. So, back to if you're not getting notifications, one, you're going to have it set up on your phone. So if you don't have a smartphone, go get you a smartphone first
And
of
you
all.
have to set it up on Facebook.
Huh?
Set it up on Facebook too.
Set what up on Facebook?
Notifications.
So
Well, that's your job.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
On YouTube, you need the app on your phone. Install the YouTube app, and that'll make things a lot easier. And when you go to our main page, so if you hadn't went to our main page or don't know how to subscribe or whatever, go to our main page, click on the emblem. Click on the emblem or our title, the channel title, God's Country Hunting and Fishing. When you click on that, it's going to take you to our main page. When you get on our main page, where it says subscribe, there is a little, like a little
Bell.
arrow mark with a bell or whatever.
Yeah.
Hit the bell and make sure the bell is selected
Miles
to
on a
all.
pinch.
Once it's selected to all, you should get our notifications. If you're still not getting our notifications, then your phone may not be set up to get notifications. So you have to have your phone set up for it, and you have to have the bell set to all to get the notifications.
I don't always get notifications either. Like in the past 3 or 4 days, I've probably added over 100 people that have wanted to subscribe to the Facebook page, and I don't get notifications on my phone, but I go in there and check it every day, probably 2 or 3 times a day.
But tell me this for sure, like if they have, because it's a private group, and we talked about this before, because it's private, which I don't like, I wish we had it public. Because it's private, nobody outside the private group sees it. They can search,
Yes, they can
right?
search
They can
for it.
search God's Country Hunting and Fishing Bragging Board on Facebook. That's what it's titled, and that is our private group. We'll start doing more posts on like when we're live and things like that on that page maybe. But that is not just for us. That is a board. If you go catch some fish, you want to post a picture of your fish, your family, whatever you want to do, as long as it's clean and family oriented, keep it that way. Nothing's gonna get taken down.
Every Sunday I post on there. It does it automatically. You know, show us what you got.
Yeah.
Each Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning, 7:30. That's all it is,
Chad,
wasn't it,
time
Mike?
to go back hoop net fishing. Pull up faster than Brad.
Oh, that reminds me, Danielle. Huh?
Somebody just ousted you.
Said what?
Nelson said, Chad, time to go back hoop net fishing. You pull up faster than Brad.
Pull up nets faster?
Yeah.
They won't
Who
see you
was that?
fall in again.
Nelson
Nelson.
Reed.
Miss
Yep.
Kathy said sometimes YouTube you have to subscribe again. YouTube is bad about unsubscribing people too.
Yeah, YouTube unsubscribes
I'm
people.
not reading.
Hey, and y'all can help answer these. If y'all know better than I do on any of these questions that pop up on here, Mr. Bill is on top of his game. He answers a lot of these questions for us.
What's up,
Um,
Mr. Boyce?
But yeah, if y'all got anybody knows some of this technical stuff, I'm not that technologically advanced. I'm all the time having to get nowhere Dylan or somebody to help me on stuff.
Just ask
They asked
to
if we
join the
squirrel
group
hunt.
on
If we
Facebook.
squirrel hunt,
Yeah.
who
Well,
asked that?
The two people that would accept you on Facebook are right here. So once they get on there,
Who asked if we squirrel hunt?
Take you down to the squirrel dogs.
join the Facebook. That's Edward.
All right,
watch
Keegan.
out. Yeah, watch out, Chad, in a second. I'm finna wash this off. Come around the way. Well, you can go that way.
If you get wet, it's alright.
If we, watch out. Come on over. I'm finna wash the table. Now you messing my system up. You always do that.
All right, I'm accepting the Facebook people right now. 3 requests. Done.
All right.
Edward Merritt,
Now step back.
Pete McInnes.
Step back now. So, question was asked, do we squirrel hunt? Absolutely.
Mr. Edward
We
is
got
on
squirrel hunting
here.
videos, so y'all can go back in our. And here's the other thing: if you, Facebook has recommendations right on our videos. You can go back in our video when you go to the main page. If you click on videos or shorts or lives, you can scroll down the list. 5 years of videos. So we got, I don't even know how many videos is on our channel, but you can go all the way down the list. And we also do playlists. We got some of it broke down into playlists. You can click on the playlist and you can look at stuff that way. So we're fixing to wash up some of these fillets, get them up here, and where's my bucket at?
Okay, so we had
837 videos.
question. Do y'all do squirrel hunt at all or mostly fishing? We do everything. Right now we're just in our fishing.
This is the fishing prime right now.
Right. And then
No hunting season right now.
well, that's what Bradley was asking Mr. Brent Reeves that he would talk to him. You know, we have our squirrel dogs and our coon dogs on getting them out in this heat and everything.
Well, the heat and the snakes is what I was.
Right. We have Oakland too out there, but our other two dogs, Susie and
I don't have a
Peanut.
YouTube page yet. I've thought about doing one.
Chad likes to bass.
I bass fish mostly. Bradley
Ditch
Bradley
pickles.
calls them ditch pickles. But
YouTube's a lot of work. Chad sees
get-
what
get
we do,
food from
and it's a lot of work. Like you gotta. have
I'm
a lot
also a teacher and a coach, and
of, lot of
so
dedication.
I'm not home.
But
Raising
a lot
Dylan,
during the
Dylan
week.
live streams though.
He don't do nothing else though. He don't have
Probably don't
kids.
work.
No, well that is true. Him and his husband will never have kids.
That's right.
No, can you go put that in that one with the stuff in the house?
But my Facebook page is Chad Hayes, and I'm almost to 5,000 friends on
You
there.
got TikTok.
I got TikTok, Cajun Smack
I
17,
got TikTok.
Instagram, Cajun Smack.
Watch me a second. Let me
So what's
well,
it
I'll do
behind
it this
the
way.
Cajun Smack?
Cajun Smack, whenever I was down south teaching and coaching for 8 years, and Ken Ramsey had a football page.
They said step out.
Ken Ramsey had a football page, and you could go on there and talk trash to one another. Well, my nickname became Cajun Smack, and so it's just stuck with me for the past 25 years.
Got the fillets. We wash them up now.
Y'all said that boat is sold.
Sold his boat.
Yep. Miss Kathy said my mama used to cook squirrel stew when I was young, but she passed away. I've never seen anyone eat them.
Must be supper time. Everybody's getting off. We got a lot of people leaving.
Y'all made that. It's like chicken and dumplings, but squirrel. Yes.
Yes, they do
Squirrel
make squirrel
dumplings.
dumplings, and I tell you what, I will never eat them again.
What?
Bradley ruined me on a squirrel gumbo. Well, actually, his grandma did. Whenever we were about, I don't know, 15, 16 years old,
Oh, did it have the head in it?
we went over to his grandma's house, and I stirred the pot, and a couple of squirrel heads floated to the top, and I was done. I haven't eaten squirrel since.
We don't let them out. We can go down there. But we don't want them out.
Put
Yeah.
some in the bottom of your ice chest.
Rabbit salad is better than chicken salad. I have not tried that.
Rabbit salad? Sounds good. For sure. Daniel, you might have to go get a second knife. Need another knife. Alright, we're fixing to trim these fillets out. Take that fat off, get rid of that.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting. That's why I'm trimming it off.
This is why you don't see me much in the videos. This little one right here.
That one?
Yeah.
And the other one.
And
She
the
was-
other one.
She was in the video, but
That's
she
not grandkids.
Nope.
No.
Nope. I'm 46 and I got a 3-year-old, so there you go.
Never
Tell 'em, hey.
use the head.
Wave at them.
No. We make squirrel dumplings though, and they are the best.
Shane,
Especially the heads.
I don't-
Suck
we
the
don't do
brains
the
out.
head.
Real good.
I'm
They
not
had
sure on the
that,
head,
what is
man.
it
Them
called,
heads.
mulligan or something like that somebody made,
Well, I'm laying in
and
there.
I did the same thing. I scooped it, and there was a head in there. No, I don't do that. Do
Sounds like some
crappie
lady
catching.
I met.
Do a crappie catching video.
I ain't got none.
Crappie catching video. We do a lot of crappie fishing. We have a lot of crappie.
More than what we
catching
do. Caitlin's in
videos.
there. Mama's probably
Yeah, we have a lot of crappie catching videos for sure.
Caitlin is
What's your
nice.
plans for tomorrow and Monday? Or is it confidential?
No, it's not confidential. I'm going south
I'm gonna go
Louisiana
get a
tomorrow.
knife. So Miss
I was
Danielle,
off the
y'all
next 2
ever
days.
can any of that?
Yeah. I would definitely do
We have
something if it
never
wasn't for
canned
that.
catfish.
But I'll tell you in a bit. This just come up. I got invited on a trip,
Mm-hmm.
and
I think I missed a lot.
I may not be back until Wednesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just cutting the red line out
How
right
long
now.
has it
You
been
see
since
that?
a hoop net? Since a hoop net sent you swimming, Chad? Okay, how long
That's
has
the
it been since
one.
hoop net sent you swimming, Chad?
When Chad, he went to get some ice, so he's not standing here right now. The one and only time anybody's fell out of my boat, it was Chad, and we were hoop net fishing. And it is in one of our videos, catching channel cats with hoop nets, something like that. We were in Corny Creek up Darbone
Okay, I gotta
for
go
that
get mine.
video.
I'm trying to make sure I
and
get all of his questions.
We didn't get much of it on film, but we did get him going in and on film, and we did show it in our videos. But that was real. Definitely wasn't rehearsed.
Yeah.
Nobody's going in the water
It's messy.
in January
You're able to go in.
faking it, so definitely wasn't rehearsed by no means. That was not intentional. He said he's just gonna take something like
Oh, he's
that.
taking
Yeah.
it.
I mean, they're trimmed already. All they gotta do is just whack it. Be easier to transport them like
So
that.
if we do a crappie fishing video, do y'all want to see it with the live scoop or just us fishing? Question. That's an honest question.
Yeah, we have a lot of crappie videos. I mean, we're constantly, like, I was gonna film another crappie video this week, and something's come up. I've got another trip I gotta make the next couple of days, so I'm not sure I'll get one filmed
Live.
before I go
Live.
back to work or not. But
They
I
want it
mean-
live with white perch and brim.
oh, live crappie? Yeah,
Now,
we did
that
a
was-
live crappie, but it was like when we first started doing the live, so it probably wasn't like a great one. We could actually do a live. It'd be live scope fishing if we went live, because the only really good crappie spot that we fish and still got good phone signal is Darbone. So I don't know. Y'all
He's right
tell
behind me.
us what y'all think on that. Like if that's something y'all want to see. Tegan, move one way or the other. I'm throwing these. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. Hey, you're good. You're good. I forgot I had this
All these
bucket
here
over
are
here.
ready.
Just a knife
But
is
yeah,
what you need?
We
I
can
might
do
have
that.
got one.
I don't know. I'm all over the place right now.
Do you need
trimming
another
this.
knife,
Hey,
Bradley?
you gotta swap sides.
Bradley.
Huh?
Another
Oh,
knife?
Yeah, a sharp one. One of the bigger ones would be best.
Oh, there's Caitlin. Okay, so you want to stay back out here? Because I think everybody's outside.
I'm
I
not
gotta
gonna
go
use my
inside
deer
and get
gutting
mine.
knife over there.
You want all these blues, or you want what?
You get some up?
Yeah.
I'll take some up.
But did you want any blues, or you?
That's enough blues.
Is that more than you want of blues?
That's fine.
You got your ice chest? You gonna do yours like this? You gonna go and whack it up? Cause we're gonna have to cook supper and all that.
I can. Well, all I got is pork bags.
I mean, I'm talking about just stack them in your ice chest like this, and then cut them up later and bag them.
Okay.
That's what I'm probably gonna do too. That way I can visit with Miles a little bit and stuff. All right, Danielle, get back.
You
She
want
went to
any
give
more?
me something. She'll be right back and get on the comments. I can read them on the deal
You got an
though.
ice chest in the truck?
And I'm here.
Yeah, they're going over there.
Flathead, keep that separate. I mean, you can bag up the blues if you want. You're just throwing all yours in that ice
Yeah,
chest,
I'm
right?
throwing mine in there.
You want some flathead, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's blues there.
You want to keep it separate?
Y'all see, we're just getting
Or
rid
you-
of that
you-
red
you know
line.
the difference.
Where you going?
Danielle, catch me up on the comments in just a second. Seriously.
Let me go look at them.
Yeah, Chad's gonna come read them for me. Hey, you know you can stick your finger on it and scroll.
Yep.
Like, as long as you hold your finger on it, you can see what was said.
Let's see.
Chad's taking over the comments, so
Alright. Live scope or night fishing for them crappie?
oh, that's what y'all want to see live is live scope or night fishing. Night fishing's pretty much over with for the crappie. Night fishing crappie is best April and May. Those are the two nighttime. That's when the crappie are on the lights real good. These are not washed.
Are you doing my
So,
question?
get these moved and then I'll rinse a bunch of these off and then we'll cut them. The one you put in there already probably won't have.
Just that one.
Let me over there.
Yeah, let's rinse all that off.
Where are you from?
Who? Me?
I guess so. John Jones asked him.
We're from North Louisiana, north of Monroe.
What
Alright,
do you
Danielle,
mean?
y'all
What
got
do you mean? Don't get dirty.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Miss
Miss
Kathy.
Kathy.
I don't know what.
I've been out of here.
She may have. You may have to scroll up. She may have done commented something else.
Don't get dirty. Oh, don't get dirty on here.
That was Mad Mabel.
Yeah.
Ignore
Oh.
Mad Mabel.
She knows what we mean. No foul language.
Well, Miss Kathy doesn't say
No, no.
anything like that.
No, that's all we're talking
No,
about.
no,
Anytime I
that's
say
the
something
deal.
like that, we do get some, like,
Well, Miss Kathy hasn't said anything.
no, nobody, no. I'm just saying, like, I just, from every once in a while, I just say, hey, keep it clean, because most of it is bots or people that just are anti-hunting and fishing and stuff.
We
And
done talked about this earlier. Or
Yeah.
women that are jealous.
they'll come on and drop F-bombs and stuff, and
Y'all eat beaver.
we're not gonna tolerate
Yeah.
that.
Wait, Miss Kathy asked if y'all
Eat beaver.
ate beaver.
It's a little greasy.
Oh,
Not
we
beaver.
did one time.
Yeah,
We tried
It's
it.
kind of
smothered.
tastes like beef, but it's a little bit different. This can go
Okay.
somewhere in the ice chest. Where you got your ice chest?
That chair get all he wants.
Well, that's blue.
Okay,
He said he
like,
didn't
y'all
want all
let her,
the
don't
blue.
let her knock them down.
Where's your ice? Oh, that's your ice chest. Okay, I'm sorry. Losing my mind over here.
I don't know how clean that is.
Do you want these just done like that?
Yeah,
Oh, come in
I'm
here. Watch that
busting
head.
my rib.
That's flat head, and that's clean. All right,
That'd be.
watch out, Chad. Let me rinse
That's my
these
fish
off.
chest. Keep my
See, I should have got my slide.
I probably
All
was
right,
just
back
gonna
to
poke
the
some hole in it.
comments, Danielle.
Man, we can still wash it. You can touch it up now.
Got a little.
I don't know. I think I know
Okay,
just
now
locked
we're
up.
talking about the eating part
Another
on that,
thing.
that beaver.
On the washing the fish, when you get them this far,
My
you got
friends
your
are in
fillet,
Sterling from Louisiana. I spend a lot of
you
time.
got your fillet,
on that bite.
you got your belly, wash
follow
everything
me.
then.
Bayou Bartholomew.
Bayou Bartholomew. I've been on there a few times. We used to fish it some. Fished it last year. Me and Danielle fished
New
it.
York is in the house.
Yep, that's Mr. John Jones.
Is that where John Jones is from, New York?
Yep.
Good to have you on, Mr. Jones.
When will this video post for this text? Probably in about,
Ooh.
2 to 3 weeks.
yeah.
Y'all, we've
2 to
been
3
busy
weeks.
filming videos. We've actually filmed,
We have another bank pole before
hang on,
this
let me talk a minute, because it gets kind of confusing with 3 people trying to talk at one time.
No, it doesn't.
So, the last 2 weeks, we've been filming videos. Filmed bank pole last night. We filmed another bank pole last Friday night with Keith and Tara from That Louisiana Live.
Alice,
So, you're going to see some video on their channel. You're going to see a video on our channel with them. And then that Saturday morning, we did pool noodles with them. That's what coming out tomorrow. It's going to be pool noodles with That Louisiana Live. So y'all be sure to check that out at 7:30 in the morning. And then their video tomorrow, I think tomorrow they're dropping, their video is going to be them and us brim fishing on the Bayou de Loutre here in North Louisiana. Or, as all the locals know it, the Loutre. So,
So have a Bayou de
brim fishing video on their channel, and chasing down some pool noodles and channel cats. It's gonna be a catch and cook. We didn't clean on that video, I don't think. I think it's a catch and cook. But yeah, and I can't stay live all night because I gotta finish editing that video tonight because I'm not done with it. That's the life of a
not our
YouTuber.
He ain't graduated
full-time
junior
job.
high
It's not
yet.
our full-time job, but we both
Well.
have full-time jobs outside of YouTube.
We put as many hours into this
Yeah.
full-time job.
Absolutely.
Come on over, what's your name?
Okay, so
You don't like me?
No, they don't like me.
Oh, they don't like you.
No, I know a bunch of Coach Welch,
Okay.
Wayne Welch. I know him real good.
You know, he's a high school coach.
Yeah, he's a high school. He's the piloting coach now.
what kind of knife sharpener do you use your regular knife
What
sharp?
are they doing in their football season?
He needs to do one.
I got a wet rock I use. I need a hood one. I need one in knife work. I like those.
I like Ron. Yeah, he good dude.
Can y'all hear me, or is it too much talking going on?
We're
They
good.
put that brick wall.
Have
in
y'all
their
seen
football
Bayou
season.
the Beard?
They doing all that.
I haven't.
They building a new one.
Oh my goodness, Miss Kathy, you did not upset anybody. You do not have to get off.
Nope, don't get off, Miss Kathy. You good?
No,
Putting the roof over the practice
No.
field and just
Why was
putting new
that?
turf on.
because Mad Mabel said what she
I'll
said,
buy
and
that.
no.
Miss Kathy, don't pay no attention. Mad Mabel's joking about everything on here. We don't
We
really,
don't know who Mad Mabel is.
we don't know who Mad Mabel is, so
So,
don't take everything very lightly what people say on YouTube, because people, you got all different kinds of personalities on here talking and discussing stuff.
Yeah.
They had to redo the football field. It's getting potholes
so
in it.
I want to.
Concrete on it.
So,
They tear up.
Miss Kathy, you definitely
These
stay
good,
on
bro?
there.
Because I'll go
Or you
buy
gotta cut them up?
No, she's been on all of our lives.
3 or 4 in the
These
morning.
good?
Yeah.
You good?
No, anybody's welcome on our lives. The only thing we were ever saying on the lives was our on Facebook posts and everything. We keep our channel kid friendly. We want the kids to be able to watch it, and all I was saying is we're not gonna have like people cussing and stuff, foul language and stuff like that. We don't
do that.
we don't do that ourselves, so we don't allow it on the Facebook posts and channels. That's all I was saying about the Facebook deal. But everybody knows that. Like, if somebody gets on here and gets vulgar or something, I'm not talking about anybody in the lives.
You know,
I'm just saying in general, when people do that, we just delete those comments. I actually don't block them. We don't block them at all.
Hank Hackle's in the house.
What about Steve?
So did Kathy get off, or she's still on?
Hope she's still on there. The cat clinic took is okay. Just call me for the heating.
They bought a old church camp, like 300 acres.
They can hear
cabins,
us.
2 lodges, and 2 houses.
Kathy, you still on, Miss Kathy, or did
Yep,
you get?
she's still here.
Yeah, don't worry about anything anybody says on Facebook
No,
or
we
YouTube or
appreciate
anything
all
else.
of our.
Hey, I can cut this up.
Only thing anybody like, we got control of, like, if somebody gets ugly or something on here, we can actually delete them. So that's what we're saying is everybody just be nice, and I mean if they be ugly to us, we really don't care, but we won't deal with like people bashing other people and stuff.
Thank you on being
Hey,
kid
this
friendly. Oh, we got kids
Bradley,
rolling
it's
around
off.
here.
All of it's off.
Chad's a kid.
If you want it like this and you want to trim it, I'm fine with it.
I'll trim it.
Because we want to eat supper sometime tonight.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do.
Just
There was
take
another
what-
question.
Michael's taking
How do
some.
you
Take some
freeze
of your
your
items.
I'm gonna go ahead and,
You gonna cut it here?
yeah, that way I ain't gotta get it all back out, I'll be doing.
Bradley,
Huh?
how do you freeze your fish?
Freezer.
We put it in quart Ziploc bags. Quart Ziploc bags. I gotta take Joel some too.
Alright,
Quart Ziploc bags, and
that's good.
we put just a little bit of water. Quart Ziploc bag feeds 4 people. We add just a little bit of water to it, squeeze most of the water back out, seal it with no air in it, and freeze it just like that. That's how we do it. It's as simple as that.
Oh, you did good.
These smaller flatheads, you ain't got to do a lot of trimming. I do just a little on that red line, but you ain't got to trim much on these smaller flatheads. That cooks off. So we don't do much trimming on this. Michael, these ready to cut up. If you want to
Yeah,
step over
we're
and
definitely
cut
gonna
some
try
up.
that buttermilk and cornmeal batter.
That chair, get what he wanted.
That sounds
I
good.
don't-
And
I just-
Mr. Bill
3 or 4 quart
asked
bags.
if I have ever tried chickpea pasta, and no, I
Megan,
have not.
Hadley,
That
Hadley.
sounds good though. I'm game to try most
we're good to go.
anything.
Excuse me, Oprah.
Yes, we got kids roaming around right now, so
So
we're
you
we are
went
definitely
to,
kid
hey,
friendly.
you went to answering the questions. You're answering them way over there. Tell me what the questions are so I can answer.
Well, they were asking me a question,
Oh,
not you.
oh.
Snap.
Maybe
Yeah, I
maybe
said
I
that.
should get off the fish
I
cleaning table.
I
Let you
said
come over
that.
and clean
I
fish and
said-
answer all the
Move,
questions.
Buckle.
I think that'd be better. What y'all think?
Well, you kind of got smarty.
No, I didn't get smarty.
Turned around and said,
All right, here we go. This is the live.
Give me one
This
more.
is the real
"This
live.
is
y'all.
alive," and this is where I talked about earlier that women supporting women because there's been some rude women getting on here and making ugly comments, and we don't need no jealousy.
You had one
Well, no,
person.
we've had 2 or 3.
get on and make a comment.
2 or 3. I like seeing the ladies get on here and talk.
Yeah, we need more. We only have about 10 or 15, 10 to 15% women viewers on our channel in general. I know fishing and hunting's not really a subject for a lot of women, but we'd like to see more women get on. So, and I also know that a lot of it's men on their YouTube channels on their TV, and the women probably watching with them and stuff. So we know there's more than what actually shows.
Y'all be
We
careful.
know that. But cutting up for you. Y'all see, we just cutting that. That's that belly meat right there. We just cut it in little
He
steaks.
knows.
That's the filet part we trimmed out. Chad's leaving. Y'all tell him bye. We just cut that across the grain like that. That piece, I take a little bit off that small end because it's fat. I don't know. I'm getting
She's gonna
messages.
put you in the doghouse. Good thing Bradley has a camper in case he gets put in the doghouse.
Y'all just don't know. I stay in the doghouse.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
Y'all just don't know. I stay in the doghouse.
The super camper. He used to have it underneath the carport. Good night, y'all. God bless you.
Who's that?
Fort Wayne, Indiana here.
Somebody getting off?
Yep. I do. I like seeing the ladies come in.
Appreciate everybody joining tonight. We had a good live. We're gonna cut up this fish. Gonna get off here, go eat us
Like 2 or 3
some
plates.
supper,
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
and
Richard.
so we'll stay on a little bit longer. I don't even know how long we've been on here. So yeah, tomorrow tomorrow's video, hopefully I can get it edited and online on time. It's gonna be us, Keith and Terry in the boat, Lake Darbon, North Louisiana, catching channel cats and cooking and eating some channel cats, some whole fryers
Bradley,
on the grill.
have y'all ever made op fish sticks rolled in panko?
No, I ain't made all
Bread crumbs.
fish sticks.
Bread crumbs.
And I tell you, I just
Did I
like
say that right?
them things is such good eating. Like I don't know about making fish sticks out of them, but I hadn't tried that.
Kenny said, my wife enjoys your show just as much as I do, and she enjoys fishing just as much as I do. See you soon, Chad.
Glad to hear that. That's what we like to hear, that the women like watching.
I like seeing the ladies comment. We've got to stick together on this.
What we try to do is try to make a family show. People can sit down and watch together.
Tom said his wife is his fishing partner.
We these lives get a little hectic and chaotic sometimes. We know that.
Mr. Bradley, if you were as hard to live with as you say, she would have kicked you to the curb.
Probably so. Probably so. No doubt.
Fort Wayne, Indiana, and loves to fish, and she said, I'm a lady. My wife isn't watching, but she's sitting here listening with me. Oh.
Awesome.
Woo. We love the ladies. Girl
Say
power.
she's- What do you say? She's listening?
Yeah. We gotta keep the girl flag flying high. Yes, we do.
Put water in them. I wouldn't put water in them until you got home.
Support one another.
Water's just sitting there soaking in your
And
head.
y'all know I'm not a bored
Yeah.
person. I just,
That's what I'm
I'm all over the
Put
place.
water
I
in them
like to
right
have my
before you put them in the
swirl.
freezer. Leave them like this till you get home. That's what you
It's
do.
different. It's not my old red. My old red is back there.
And it's gonna cool down faster with
You
ice
have
on
to
it. Like
turn
that
it
right there.
on
It'll
and
be chill when you put
then
water
let
in
it
and
go
freeze
through
it.
the.
Getting Michael hooked up. He's getting ready to take some fish.
Let Noah
Home.
take y'all reading.
I'm gonna get Mr. Joel hooked up.
Hello, Dylan.
Don't know if he's still on the live, but he watches.
Dylan
Our stuff.
watches in our room, in his room.
We're gonna give Mr. Joel some flathead fillets for helping us out, letting us fish over on his. What are you doing there?
Them are in my house.
Is that all the
You want to cut 'em
catfish?
up?
I think
That's
they're
all.
Oh, I was trying to wash these.
cutting it up now.
No, go ahead. You
We
already got
went
them there.
jug fishing last
Cut 'em
weekend.
up.
Good, that's
2
all.
men,
I'll
2
be
women,
finished
and
with
3 kids was out till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning and had a blast. We met a gentleman last
We
night.
did meet somebody jug fishing with kids last night.
Yes, and he was out till 2.
Yeah, he was.
About midnight when we talked.
He was out last night, jug fishing. One of our locals here in North Louisiana.
My my wife doesn't outfish me. I'm a failure.
Danielle don't outfish me either.
Yeah, dude.
Ha.
Don't let him fool you. I catch all them fish sticks.
Catches all them fish alright. When we're sitting at the table.
Oh, whatever. Is that all catfish or is it other fish?
No,
That
this is all catfish.
all catfish.
You didn't see the beginning of the.
No,
The
some
live-
of them. No, that's John Jones. He just came in just.
Oh, John just come in? John, we just last night caught
Danielle, you're a hoot.
bank pole fishing. We caught 32
Gotta keep it real.
fish. We had 11 blue cats and we had 11 blue cats and 21 flatheads last night on 34 bank poles. So yeah, we whacked them pretty good.
Blues on the right and flatties on the left.
No more fish in the river. We're killing all the fish. They're all gone. So
It wasn't like that.
don't go out and fish now because there's probably none left. That's what some of the people say. What I say is go fishing because there's a lot of fish out there, and we proved it last night.
Oh, Jeff is in the house.
If you
Yes, the fish look familiar.
If you can, Jeff said the fish look familiar. Mr. Jeff was with us last night, y'all. Y'all go check out his TikTok if y'all got a TikTok.
He's in here on our YouTube right now.
He
Jeff
does a lot
Jester.
of our, he's from up there with Opelousas Bank Poles. Done mentioned them. Y'all go check them out.
You better be careful.
They looking a lot better now, Mr. Jeff. Looking way better. They about to go in some grease. Some of them is. Who was that? Was that my brother on there?
What?
Thought I saw Stephen Smith or something. Who was that?
I'm not.
Oh, maybe he sent me a text. Maybe that's what it was. A text popped up on Messenger. I was thinking it was live.
I deeply love and respect the Cajun way of life.
Yeah.
Danielle caught those fish. You're just working for your
I
place
found a bone
in
in
the
the
bed
nose.
tonight.
The flathead goes way back further on the ribs than the blue.
Don't
does.
swallow it.
Chew it up.
Bradley is off in his little world. He missed what I said.
What did she say? I don't know what she said.
Okay, so we had a comment. Danielle caught those fish. You're just working for your place in the bed tonight.
Probably so.
Hello, Mr. Jeff. I appreciate your help with these good people.
Hang on, let me wash some more up real quick. Yeah, Mr. Jeff's helped us a lot with the bank poles and fishing those things.
Can you explain your catfish rig? Are you talking about our bank poles? That came from John Jones.
We can get one out of the boat yonder, or wherever they're at.
Jeff said I still have PTSD from the jumping cart that attacked me.
Jeff like got took out by about a 40-pound Asian carp last night.
And then Michael was getting attacked by the bugs.
The tree limbs.
Tree limbs.
Rod and reel line, weight, and business.
No, is there one of them bank poles out, or is all of them? I think
Clean
there is one over there.
You clean them
Tell
from
your
boat.
hubby to smile. Y'all,
This one don't smile much, y'all. It's just,
he does not.
Y'all clean them from?
Get him to smile every little bit, but most of the time the smiling, the laughing, and everything comes from me. And if y'all think he's bad about it, y'all should see our son, Dylan.
so Jeff, not Jeff, John. Let me see,
John, he
just the upper
said
piece.
rod, reel, line, weight, and business in.
Oh no, not a rod and reel. This is bank pole, Opelousas bank poles.
Yeah.
That's the weight, the hook, swivel, all of that good stuff. That's what we caught all these fish on, y'all. That's a coupling. These screw together. But that's the rig right there. Opelousas bank poles, a fiberglass rod with a fishing line and all on it. Shove them in the bank, beat them in there with a rubber mallet, and put a live brim on there. If you hadn't seen our videos, if you're asking about this, you may be new to the channel or hadn't seen our videos. We got new ones coming out. We got videos back in our video file from a year ago.
That's a big swivel.
I'm doing this with Mr. Jeff Jesters from Arkansas and that Louisiana Life, and then me and Danielle do it a lot on our own and all too. But yeah, there's another rib in that for Michael. Got to work on my rib cutting partner here a little bit. But yeah, y'all check them out. Go watch the videos, the long videos. We tell a lot in our videos about how to fish them, what to look for, where to set them. All of that kind of stuff comes out in our videos, y'all. We don't really hold much back. If you can't watch our videos and go catch a fish, just stay at the house or go to McDonald's and eat a fish sandwich or something. Or go to the market and just buy some fresh fish, or your local commercial fisherman be the best route. You know, if you don't fish, can't get out, physically can't get out or whatever. But the people that are able-bodied and willing to go out and fish and want to fish and catch fish, they should be able to watch our channel and go catch fish just like we do. No doubt. It's not that hard. You just gotta You gotta go out and hunt them down, you know, learn a little bit. It's trial and error.
Okay, so we have a question.
What's
I
that?
want to know where you
All
are
right, we got
shrimping in South Louisiana. It's going to be my first time to go in Louisiana, so where do I need to go?
First of all, what kind of boat you got? Are you going shrimping? You going trawling or what? Like, shrimp season's closed right now where we were at, so there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts to this on just coming to Louisiana and shrimping. But we shrimp in the area of Point Ausheen up in the marsh. Cocodrie in that area. Cocodrie's got some a little bit bigger water if you got a bigger boat. You know, we're in an 18-foot, basically small boat up in the marsh, kind of where it's protected out of the wind, and if we get a storm, we got islands and stuff we can get behind or get back to the dock. Kind of a safe, sheltered little spot where we go down there and shrimp. Keith and Tara, that Louisiana Life, just dropped a video on their channel of us down there shrimping, so y'all can go check that out. I'll be dropping one in the next week or two on our channel, pretty much my version of that same trip. We'll probably lay the shrimp net out in the yard and go over some details on the shrimp trawl and how to set one up and what you're looking for shrimping. We'll probably try to spend some time doing that in this video. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do a shrimping for dummies 101, or shrimping for rednecks 101, or shrimping for newbies 101 or something. I don't know.
Redneck sounds good.
Yeah. How would you get into shrimping if you've never been before and don't have a big boat or something like that? Maybe we do something from that standpoint on the video.
Mr. Kenny says, I've been going back to your video library quite a bit to look at bait poles.
Yep.
Had to fish where to sell them, how to set them.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of information in our bank pole videos.
That was our fish cooker like
They saying it's time to eat.
Noah's cooking for us, so I can sit out here and take care. Spell the name of that place on shrimping, please. Where are you
I don't
shrimping?
know about spelling it, but it's Point, Point, which is AUX, Sheen, which is CHENE. That's the area that we go to. But keep in mind that you just can't go down there and shrimp just anywhere. There's a lot goes into this. Like there's WMAs and stuff down there, and you cannot pull a trawl in some of those locations. So you better know your regulations. You better know where you're at. You better know you're in legal waters to shrimp. Or you're probably getting a law caught on you, because those locals down there come in there and cast net shrimp and things like that, and they're very protective to outsiders per se. Like
They're protective of even their
if you're in there doing something you're not supposed to, they're probably calling the law on you.
crab trap.
So and keep in mind, I would highly recommend watching all of those videos, because you're going to see the good, the bad that goes along with this. You're going to catch some crab traps that you can't see floats on. There's a lot to dodge. There's a lot in our last couple videos, and the next one that's coming out. The last couple on like our pull points on the boat. Like we tried to use iPads on the back of the boat, and they didn't work very well because the boat wouldn't turn, you know, so we couldn't dodge crab traps and stuff. Like it was really difficult. So we had pull points built that helped a lot, and it made the boat maneuver a lot easier. So there's a lot more goes into this than just hooking a shrimp trawl behind your boat and taking off down through there with a shrimp trawl. You know, there's a lot of logistics behind it. I highly recommend checking some of that out.
Edward said somewhere over on the East Coast there we're going to set a size limit slots for blue cats, because it seemed like they would get a certain size, it stopped growing due to overcrowding in that section.
Let me tell y'all something that makes no sense.
I think he lives in a, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
That makes no sense whatsoever. If blue cats are overpopulated and not growing, putting a slot limit on them is the most absurd thing I've ever heard of in my life. What you would want to happen, and a lot of states are doing this right now, they're restricting things like commercial fishing, hoop net fishing, stuff like that, and by restricting that, they're overpopulating their lakes with catfish. And what that's going to do in the long term, it's going to hurt everything like brim fishing, crappie fishing, bass fishing, all of that stuff. Because those catfish are going to eat those other fish. They're going to eat eggs. They're eating everything. So, you know, you kind of got to, especially lakes, you kind of got to manage your populations. I mean, it's even like bass. Like, you don't want too many bass in a lake. You know, biologists tell people this when they're stocking their ponds and their private lakes, to put brim in there. You know, you got to put brim for them to have food to eat and stuff like that. Well, these bigger lakes are the same way. I mean, you got to have a certain amount of shad in there, and heck, y'all left some bones in there.
Mr. Kenny said, I agree with Bradley. Step up on that soapbox, brother.
You gotta. No, I'm not. I mean, it's. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into other than just, you know, just over-regulating. Some people get carried away and want to pass laws because of a commercial fisherman or something like that, and it's absurd because there's so many fish. People don't realize how many fish are in these waters. Look, we put out those bank poles last night, and the ones that were placed correctly, we had several bank poles, caught 2 fish on them, you know, on the same bank pole. Every time we got a good bait on there, there's a flathead. Boom, within 10, 15 minutes, there was another flathead on it. So, to say there's not a population, or we're hurting the population is absurd. The thing is, people go out there, here's the thing, flatheads and blues, very important what I'm about to say. People go out there and catch these fish in the daytime, right? Sure they do. That said, these are primarily nighttime feeders. They primarily move and feed at night. And that's when we're putting our bank poles or limb lines and stuff like that out. You know, but people don't go out and fish a lot at night. Some do, and those people catch fish. So a lot of times, you know, when we go out there and fish and we don't catch nothing, like, man, there ain't no fish. Somebody killed all the fish. Well, no, they didn't. The fish just weren't feeding that day, or you weren't in the right location. And that's just what it boils down to. So there's plenty of fish out there for everybody, I promise y'all. I mean, you may have to change your method up. I mean, if your state don't allow certain things, you might have to fish a little different way. I know I see a lot of comments on, like, some states only allow, like, so many limb lines or, you know, so many bank poles and stuff, whatever. Fish what you can, but put them in good locations and put good bait on there, and that's the key to it. What you got, girl? I know you got something new. Chomping at the bit.
Laura said, hi,
Got no
Daniel.
bone before you kill my son.
I'm telling you, I love seeing the ladies' comments.
She said what?
I love seeing the ladies' comments. We have some individuals getting on our YouTube page that, yeah, not really caring to see some of it. So Bradley and I have to look back at this. I don't really want to talk about it now. I see that other people are seeing it. But
What is it?
we got this, just some comment, you know, let's keep it clean on our page.
Well, you
That's
gotta
all I
realize
gotta say.
too, we got a lot more people come on this live tonight. So
But
you got
Bradley
some,
doesn't know what I'm talking about.
you
Y'all
got some
see
new
it?
people.
So
You got a lot of people, so you're gonna have some new opinions and stuff like that. And look, y'all be patient with that, the channel, other people, because as the channel grows, you're gonna have more and more people on these lives. You're gonna have more people commenting.
Mr. Bill asked if
And-
you put the box at the head of the table, then y'all talk about the soapbox. It's always there.
Mr. Bill, I am making it a point not to stay on these soapboxes very long tonight. I'm making it a point. Some people like the soapboxes, some
Edward
people don't.
said they restricted the restricted the keeping of the larger fish and let them keep the middle size. Seemed to me that just let the small ones get to the middle size.
Still absurd, more than likely. Who said that?
That was ever, you know, we were just.
No, who said that? Who commented?
What?
Who put that comment?
Edward.
Oh,
And that
Edward,
was-
it's
that was-
probably more than likely still absurd. These, look, I'm telling y'all right now. Huh? Bag 'em.
And John Jones from New York said Edward
Can you
is,
write? Can you multitask?
Yep.
Please?
It's like the trout limit here in New York, limit of 5 with no more than 2 at 12.
Hey, I'm waiting on them.
Okay, what do I need to put? Catfish?
Just the date. We know what it is.
7/12.
So Edward, yeah, I don't know what your water
Here you
is, what water you're fishing, but
Ask Brad
You
what
know-
pound test put on those ultralight reels for brim.
ultralight
4 to 6.
reels for brim. I like Iser line, depending on what line you use. 6-pound test is fine for brim. I like 6.
Nice catfish.
Oh yeah, these some good ones here.
Yeah.
For right now, we won't add water.
Y'all think about y'all's Christian's beliefs
You got you
before
enough in
commenting, please.
Yeah.
Point
Six,
on.
seven.
They,
Yeah, I mean, the name of the channel is God's Country Hunting
they
and
weren't
Fishing.
meaning
so-
it towards us. They know. You don't.
Yeah, I ain't seen all the comments. Danielle's reading some of them. She's skipping around a little bit. Y'all make sure we answer all the questions, comments, all that good stuff.
Mr. Bill,
Sorry.
he does it for me. He gets in there and brings it up. Mr. Bill said I'm messing with Bradley now. These are all valid points that sometimes someone needs to speak up. Look at Bradley. Let's see. Look at Danielle multitasking. That's right. I got it going on.
Probably need to take Noah bag of this too, or something.
I'm with you on the rules and regulations.
What I was saying about the Edward, about the more than likely, y'all got some knee-jerk reaction. Officials that are biologists or lawmakers, and that's what lawmakers do, right? They don't have a job if they don't make new laws for us. I'm not big on tax collectors. I'm not big on lawmakers, just because of that. Because they like to mess with us people a lot. So I got one. A lot of times they're pushing new regs on us, and we don't really need new regs. You just need to go fishing, enjoy it, and have fun.
No.
Okay, I'm still dating you.
If they know your catfish are overpopulated, why would they put any restriction on it? That makes absolutely no sense. That shouldn't even be talked about in the same conversation. So if that's truly what they're doing, somebody's got something wrong. I mean, come on. If you're overpopulated, you want to take more fish. Big ones, little ones, all of them. Take them out, You got to lower the population.
ECNE ran noodles for 2.5 hours one afternoon, 76 head, between 9 and 19 pounds in 2.5 hours. We did pool noodles the other day.
We'll move some
Oh,
of
it
these
was
out,
awesome.
and then we'll put them back in.
Thanks, Mr. Joe and Miss Amy, on suggestions.
Clear on that one end, Mike.
Help us out on that one. Okay,
Cut off yours up, Mike.
Yeah, I'm ready. I didn't date them.
if I'm missing any questions, y'all send them to me. Bradley has commercial license. Question.
They
Yes.
asked that?
Yes, we have our commercial, Bradley has his.
Yeah, I have
license.
commercial fishing license.
Now, we both have our lifetime license, which
That,
is different.
that said, even with a commercial fishing license without, even if we carried a recreational license, we could still catch all of this fish in the state of Louisiana, and we're not even close to our limit. The limit in Louisiana, we had 5 people fishing last night. If we all held recreational license and were fishing last night, in the state of Louisiana, our limit on catfish in congregate, which means blues, flatheads, channel cats, all of them together count in congregate. Our limit last night would have been 500 catfish. I don't want 500 catfish. We caught 31 catfish last night. We're not even close to one limit recreationally. So, you know, for people hoop net fishing at our level, which is just like this, a lot of times we're running our hoop nets, catching less fish than we caught on these bank poles. We caught more flatheads last night in one night on bank poles. Good statistic right here. So for the guys that think like those hoop net fishermen are bad guys, they're like not, boy, they're just whacking all the fish. Like, yeah, at times we catch a lot of fish. Hang on, just move on. Let me wash there. Those catfish fishing for flatheads, we caught more flatheads last night in one night on bank poles than we caught
He was talking about
any given time hoop net fishing this year. We never caught over 8 or 10 flatheads at any given time this year in hoop nets. On one run, and most of those runs were a 6-7 day run. So we're not even coming close to catching as many as we can catch on bank poles, trot lines, limb lines, or even with rod and reel for that matter.
okay. Colin asked that question about on a commercial license, but he was asking about shrimp.
Oh, state of Louisiana, you don't have to have to shrimp recreationally. We hold a commercial fishing license in the state of Louisiana. I am not shrimping commercially. We're shrimping recreationally. I don't sell any of it. We put it in our freezer. So we're shrimping recreationally, just like last night we're fishing recreationally. Just because you hold a commercial license don't mean that you gotta be commercial. You can still hold a recreational license, which I do. We have lifetime in the state of Louisiana. So, we don't sell any shrimp. We're just shrimping recreationally for fun. Enjoy adding the videos to our list of videos. Just showing people how to go out there and have a good time and get some good seafood. And
I didn't even know this.
we got shrimp in the freezer. Probably going to go back before or during hunting season for white shrimp season. Maybe a day or two if I can get somebody to.
Hold up, I have a comment to say.
A comment to say.
Or, yeah, a comment.
Okay.
Guess where we're going this year during hunting season on a weekend? We're going to go watch LSU in Alabama.
I watch Bama get beat.
I'm going to say go Tigers.
I knew you was LSU. Down deep.
Yep, we're going to go watch that on opening weekend. That never happens, like,
We all over the place in these
on these lives. Y'all, we keep it
live
really real.
comments, questions. It gets wild on here, y'all. But appreciate everybody tonight for joining the live. Y'all be sure before you leave, hit the like
up.
button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, all that good stuff.
I spent a summer fixing up my commercial fishing boat, salmon fishing.
What you got, Daniel? Oh, needs to be over there. Is that yours?
It might be Michael's. Ours is right there.
All right, what you got?
Oh, look, just take it. We got more comments coming up.
You said something I wasn't listening. Keep reading, y'all. Y'all keep them coming. 240 likes. That's
Heck
pretty
yeah.
good.
So is
Thank
that
y'all.
2 license, or is that 2 license, or does that commercial license take care of both?
Look, I'll tell y'all, if you're wanting to get into something like that shrimping, do not, by no means, take my word for anything on regulations. The best thing for you to do, I mean, I'll briefly tell you how it works, but the best thing to do and shrimping is very gray. All right, you can call the wildlife and fisheries like I have, and I promise you, every officer you get, you're gonna get a different story. The law has changed in the last 2 years in the state of Louisiana, and it's for. Hang on, I'm not done washing. Give me 1 second. I had a bone I had to trim.
Michael said, chop, chop.
The law changed in the state of Louisiana for the better, right? They realized people don't shrimp no more like they used to. Even the commercial guys. You know, we're bringing in imports, fuel costs, and the economy going crazy. Price of shrimp really hadn't changed in 30 years. Still the same price we was getting in the 90s for shrimp. All right, Mike, I'm done now.
You're awesome, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Thank you.
look, like these right here, take that, whack that,
Me
get rid
either.
of that. That's just fat down there.
Like
So,
and subscribe. These folks are doing it right. Thank you.
so the shrimping thing got easier. You used to have to buy a commercial, a recreational shrimping license or deer license and all that junk. For hoop nets, flat traps, anything like that, you had to buy all that stuff separate, outside your license. So what Louisiana did, they went up a little bit on the license, and now all of it's covered under your recreational license. You just can't sell it. You know, you can't sell what you catch. You gotta, it's yours to consume. So that's a better deal for, and gives people incentive. I can tell y'all, like us down there shrimping, the only shrimpers we see, like I haven't seen anybody else while we were recreational trawling. Like the only people were a few commercial guys that had butterfly rigs, skimmers, and they're running skimmers, you know, commercially.
Hold up, Ricky.
So,
I'll correct you.
yeah, you know, if you want to get into it, there's things you can do. I highly recommend. The easiest thing to do is just go buy you a trawl already set up.
Okay, so
A 16, 20-foot trawl. I mean, I was trying to cover that. You know.
yeah, but no, Ricky asked that question about the commercial license.
Mhm.
He's not talking about shrimp. This
Oh,
is a whole different
fish?
person. This is fish. So Bradley has his commercial fishing license and his lifetime. I have my lifetime license for fishing and hunting. I cannot do the commercial. Bradley can do the commercial and everything else.
She can ride with me in the boat
Yeah,
while I do it. That's not, everybody in the boat don't have to have a commercial license.
right.
If anybody's going with me and I have a commercial fishing license, I'm covered. All the commercial fishing license does is it allows me to sell fish. I still have to have some more like fresh products and stuff to sell to the public. I hold all that. But I choose, it's a pain to do, so I'm just probably not going to do it no more. I'll still probably hold a commercial license because I don't have to worry about counting. On a recreational license, you can't keep but 100 catfish. Well, when you dump a wire net, sometimes you have over 100 channel cats in that wire net. So if I've got a recreational license, I've got to count all those fish and make sure I don't have over my limit. Or if there's 2 people in the boat, we could keep 200. That's a pain to go through all those fish and count them and all. So for our video purposes, you know, recreational, you'll catch all the fish you want in hoop nets, slat traps, whatever, and you'll fill your freezer. And that's what I did for years. But with us on YouTube, we're in the public eye, right? The game wardens can sit there and literally watch our videos. They're public for the whole public to see. We don't want a chance like having over our limit or anything like that. So for us, instead of sitting down the bottom of that boat counting fish for an hour, sorting through them, making sure they're all the right legal size and all that, it's easier for us to hold a commercial license, and then I ain't got to worry about that. I keep the amount of fish I want based on an ice chest or a bucket or, you know, whatever, fish bucket, and when we get what we want that's full, I know about what I'm able to get home and clean, and everybody's happy, right? Game warden's happy, I'm happy. I don't get no tickets, nothing like that. We're all legal, everything's good. And that's mainly why we hold it. And with a commercial license, if the fishing's slow and I'm not catching what I want to catch in 5 nets, which is what you're allowed in the state of Louisiana, if you're fishing recreational, then I could add a couple nets if I wanted to, or I could, swing a buffalo net to try to catch some buffalo nets, still run 5 I could run commercial, you can run as many nets as you want. There's no limit on the amount of nets because you're literally set up to market fish, to sell and market fish. So the license are higher, it's going to cost more. Highly recommend most people, for the average person, just go read your regulations, fish you a few nets on a recreational license. And, a lot of people jump up into like commercial because they think they're going to make some money. This is hard work, y'all.
John Jones wants to know, what about crawdads?
What about crawdads?
Are you asking if we need a commercial license or
You can catch crawfish. Hey, does he need some of this flathead to cook too? How much fish
He
you
hasn't
got?
mentioned.
Caitlin?
I think he does. So, yeah,
There's more of them in the
let me cut some up real quick. I'll get you a bag for him to take.
Just
Have some.
You can crawfish recreationally in the state of Louisiana. There are regulations on what you can use, where you can use them, like nets and traps and things like that. We have some baskets back here under the shed,
Just hanging out with Dawn.
and we have the little drop nets. The little drop nets tend to catch as good or better, if we're only going for a few hours. Right now, crawfish season's about over with, if it's not already. I mean, it's getting close to the end of crawfish season. We didn't do good catching crawfish this year. We used to do real good. They used to manage the water a little better where our crawfish at than what they have the last few years. And for whatever reason, the last few years, we just ain't had the crawfish in there. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll go talk to those guys, too, about why they're doing that and see if maybe we can get them to tighten back up a little bit on making sure our crawfish holes are better crawfishing. Because in the end, in Louisiana, that's people out there spending money buying chicken and stuff, going to crawfish and spending gas and stuff. That's how the economy works. And here we are, not even, I don't know, it's just...
Charlie says most lawmakers will never have to live by the laws that they have to pass.
Most lawmakers ain't worried about it because most of those lawmakers are, I'm gonna be honest with you, most of them probably lazy. They probably don't get out and do a lot of hunting and fishing and stuff, and
John says that.
they're into politics. That's the angle they are, and they're doing it for a living, money, whatever. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I guess you gotta have legislators, but dadgum,
Noah says more fish, please.
we ain't gotta change the laws every year. That's crazy.
He said something about you having fish.
Oh, here. Glad you come. How about that? That'll be plenty.
Noah has helped me out. He's cooking for
Noah's cooking supper.
Thank you, Noah.
This is a before.
I don't know they'll get to see the after.
Probably not. We're going to be ready to chomp down. John says they should be ignored completely.
Yeah.
Talking about the lawmakers.
Yeah, we can't ignore them completely. Y'all know that. It costs money to ignore the laws.
Unfortunately, I think it's the...
I'm not one to advocate for breaking laws. I'm just advocating that sometimes we got enough laws already. I want our lawmakers to realize that, the public, we are the vote. And to be honest about it,
I
if
like this one.
our hunting and fishing people would do a better job of voting and actually go to the booths and vote, there would be enough voice there. We got enough people hunting fish. We just need people to show up to the polls and hit the button, cast your vote, and let them know that, this is the way it's going to be. And I mean, that's simple as that. If not, guess what? We're going to vote you out and you ain't going to have a job anymore.
Okay, so here's Ricky said, I watch videos where they catch frogs by hand. Is that because it's illegal?
Ricky, you should be watching our videos. We got frogging videos, Ricky. Go check out our
But I
frogging
think that all
videos.
depends
But
on the video.
no, used to at times you couldn't. I think at one time you couldn't use gigs or something in Louisiana. Some states you can't use gigs, or you can't pierce the skin. You can use gigs in the state of Louisiana now. But honestly, it's just more fun. We sometimes take a gig, but like the only time we really gig them is if it's somewhere like we can't reach the frog or something, then we'll gig them, you know. But that way, I mean, let's be honest, if you try to gig one and you hit him and don't get him, or this way, you just cripple that frog. Like Keith and Tara was saying the other night, they call it three-legged frog. Well, probably either an alligator or something bit his leg off, or somebody hit him with a gig and, you know, knocked his leg off.
Oh, and they put it back out.
Yeah, they put that one back out just because they felt sorry for him. But you know, that's kind
That
of
could have been 3 legs you beat. But practically.
3 legs. That means one of his hind legs was probably missing.
That was Steve.
She's a little slow sometimes, y'all.
3 legs. It's been a long week, isn't it?
It's been a long week, 2 weeks. We've been busy, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like people talk about starting a YouTube channel and stuff. Like, yeah,
Sorry.
Michael's over here like saying good luck with that.
I don't know if we're coming or going, so we're good.
I just be honest with y'all. I don't look like much, but I'm geared a little different.
We know.
And we
know.
did all this. Everything we're filming, just about all of it, I've either done at one point in my life or we do all the time anyways.
We do it all the time.
So for us to film what we were already doing, it was just a matter of learning how to be comfortable on camera, which we're getting better at still, and learning how to edit and all of that stuff. So a lot comes along with this.
Or John says we should ignore the laws. No, that did not come from us.
No.
Don't go to the lawmakers and say,
No,
not
John.
hunting and fishing, said ignore it.
No, don't ignore the laws. Nobody's advocating that, John. Don't do that.
What's your favorite grilled or fried fish?
What's our favorite grilled or fried fish?
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
y'all's
all
is-
of it. I'm almost like Caitlin's answer earlier when what's your favorite fish? And she said fried. I'm almost like that. I mean, grilled, I will say this. All the saltwater fish is way better grilled. No comparison. There is no freshwater fish that is as good as saltwater fish grilled. I like a Dale's steak seasoning and Italian dressing kind of marinade with almost any type saltwater fish, including redfish and stuff like that, is one of the best grilled fish that
I would rather have grilled
that you
than
can
I would
have.
fried.
I mean, I'm coming around to wash the table off, y'all, but yeah, saltwater fish my go-to on grill. We used to fish saltwater a lot more. We had an offshore boat, and we did a lot of that. We hadn't done it a lot the last few years. Stuff like that gets expensive. The boat was expensive to maintain and keep. And yeah, but saltwater fish for sure. My favorite. All right, Danielle. Hey, come over here a second. We're fixing to get off.
Well, let's real quick go over these real quick.
All right,
because we
real
had
quick. Last few comments. Get them in. What you got?
Politicians ruin this country. They have mostly made it where a man can't even feed himself. What's your favorite? We already answered that one. Lawmakers hunt game.
Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate on that a lot, but there's a lot of truth to that.
So how do you dispatch the frogs before dressing them?
We're not going there.
We're
Not on
gonna
live. Yeah, we're not going there. Best thing to do is put them in an ice chest.
It's fun. I ain't gonna say.
Danielle tends to,
I get carried away.
she gets a little carried away on stuff like that. Y'all just don't know.
I take out my.
Nobody that goes, let me tell y'all something. Nobody ever that goes frogging with Danielle is ever going to cross that girl. I'm just telling you right now. Nobody's going to cross her. So,
Like,
Michael's
1,
scared
2,
right now.
3.
Yeah.
3
Michael's
of
quivering.
witnesses.
Michael's quivering over here right now. So that said, that's all we're gonna say on that because we're live and we don't want
Yeah.
no. I don't know.
Y'all
We get off
absolutely
probation
nailed
in a
the
week, y'all.
flathead, man. That is great. Absolutely love this. YouTube is harder than people can ever imagine. God bless y'all.
YouTube's very hard. Appreciate everybody that joined in. Y'all hit the thumbs up before y'all leave. With 249 likes. We need one more
I
like
like
to hit
crappie.
250 likes. Y'all hit the like button. Give us one
Y'all
more
better get
like.
us the last comments in. We're fixing to say hasta la vista.
Come on over here. We're going to say hasta la vista anyways. Y'all
Yeah,
can comment in the, we got to save it. Milos is here, grandson. We're going to go
Yeah,
visit.
and no one's cooking supper.
Eat some
for us.
supper. Michael's hungry. I'm hungry. We did good to come live and do all this. We had fish. It's easy for us to do live, y'all. Pretty much cleaning fish.
Good night, y'all. Good night, Laura. Good
Got that
night.
Louisiana Life just jumped on there.
No, they've been on there. We just haven't let me talk.
Nighty
Good
night.
night.
Yep. See y'all.
Ignore the law.
Ignore the
No.
what?
Ignore the
No.
laws, John.
John, yeah, we got an outlaw on here.
Mr. Bill, blessings to you and stay safe.
John,
my
I like
friend.
this. I always say, John, we was born outlaws and then we were formed. Some of us. That's what I always say, John. So I say I was born outlaw.
Good night.
Outlaw blood for sure.
Remember, the ladies have to stick together.
Yep. Appreciate all the ladies, all the younger people that jumped on.
Thank y'all.
Our
That means
base
a
is
lot.
older people. Thank y'all. You know, the people that can't get out and do this a lot anymore. A lot of those people watch a lot of our shows. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all joining the live tonight. This is the best live that we've had. We had over,
Oh, it's been awesome.
I know I've seen 216 people on at one time, and normally when we taper off, we're 70, 80 people. We're still over 120, 130 people right now. So
Yeah.
appreciate y'all joining in. We're going to wrap it up. Y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. Go check out our video list. Remember, go to the main page and see what all's on there. We got shorts, we got longs. Check out the links in our bio. Danielle had on one of our shirts earlier. The only thing we got right now is I'm wearing a hat. Y'all go check out our merch in our merch store.
Yeah, my TikTok's on there. Bradley's TikTok. Or
Merch store is in our link. I'll drop it,
Instagram.
the link tree in the description and comment section of this video once we come back and edit it later. Video with Keith and Tara, That Louisiana Life, and Drake. Don't forget Drake coming out tomorrow.
And our video comes
Actually,
out.
Drake was not in that video. But anyways, we got that video coming out tomorrow. Drake was up here with them, but he slept in that morning. So
Wait, which one?
Pool Noodle coming out in the morning. So anyways, y'all be sure to check out everything. And stay safe, stay cool because it's hot. Y'all be careful.
Yeah.
Drink plenty of water, Gatorade. I drank too many Mountain Dews this weekend, but I deserved them. I feel like. So God bless y'all. That's gonna be
Absolutely
it.
enjoyed it.
That's gonna be it for this one.
Y'all rock.
God's Country Hunting and Fishing, keeping it real.
Really real.
Later.
Bye, you guys. Have a great weekend.
Where's
Safe.
my? Oh, there it is. The X.
Be safe.
Bye bye.
Laters.